How are we feeling today, boys?
Got podcast episode 2. The Cream Pod.
Live and on the way. I heard Amanda Bynes is opening up a nail salon.
That video I sent you where she's talking like a fucking creature.
I don't know why she's so like weird. Like if you watch Amanda Bynes in 2024 talk, she's like a lizard alien person.
She's kind of been cursed her whole life.
Nah, she used to be very young and full of life, dude.
She's probably just been cursed her whole fucking life.
That's kinda
honestly.
cursed.
Yeah.
But dude,
Lived
she
a
was
cursed childhood. You didn't know her.
Well,
Stop trying
you
to
used
defend
see
her.
on TV.
You just saw her on the screen, dude.
Well,
She saw what you
still
wanted
don't
to
know her,
see.
dude. I see her on the screen then.
Everything.
She looked young and full of life. I see her now. She looks like a fucking reptilian.
It seems like it all went wrong.
Happens to a lot of childhood stars.
Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. Like, what are they doing over there to make childhood stars all fucked up?
Molesting them and giving them drugs and shit.
Sexual abuse.
Yeah.
It's rare you see.
Are there any like current day child stars? Child
Oh,
actors?
there's got to be.
I mean, yeah.
I would assume
probably.
so.
I can't think of it.
But like, is there any like carrying their own TV show right now?
Well, I don't think people watch TV like that. Maybe like a Netflix show. The Stranger Things kids.
Yeah.
They are
were-
kind of child stars. They're kind of adults now.
Yeah, they're
but-
like merging out of it, but I
They
think
were
a
like
lot of them are
true
like.
child stars, though.
I feel like on social media is where you're gonna see most of the child star power.
Aren't most of the Stranger
No,
Things kids? They're kind of like just now turning 18 and shit,
Yeah.
like within the last year.
Yeah, I think they're getting to that age.
They're like
And-
20s.
Fuck, I was watching Stranger Things in like 2016, so they're like 12 years old or something.
Yeah, they're
That
pretty
shit
young,
started.
I'd say, around there.
Yeah.
Now we got like Baby Gronk.
And they probably did a
Dude.
bunch of acting before Baby Gronk. He's not an actor. He is kind of a child
that's like
star,
the
though.
child star
I would say he's
nowadays.
a child star.
I haven't seen any Baby Gronk things.
I still see his stuff.
I didn't see any Baby Gronk footage this season.
Dude, Livy Dunn just stole his phone, dude.
Really?
You didn't see that?
Is that going to upset you?
Has me a little irritated, dude.
Dang.
Now, Livy Dunn is a major piece of ass, dude. Like, I feel like they almost like cranked her out of a factory or some shit.
Dude. That's all for Baby Gronk.
Dude,
Yeah, you need to quit talking about Baby Gronk's woman
get
like
my
this.
ass beat by a fucking 12-year-old.
He might post about you, bro. You seen what he does.
Well, dude, like, how are you gonna hype up a 12-year-old and like give him offers and stuff when like he hasn't even been through puberty yet?
Yeah,
you
he's
don't
like
even know.
being groomed by LSU.
Yeah, and his dad's like fucking looks gumpy. Like, why the fuck wouldn't he be gumpy? Like,
He could turn out to be a piece
I
of
feel
shit.
like your
yeah.
athletic shit really doesn't make a difference. Like,
As a kid, yeah.
until you're like 15. Dude.
Who was the little black kid with the braces from a few years ago? He was like
He's an athlete.
a famous like little league football kid. He was like fast as
Blaze.
fuck.
I think his name is Blaze.
He had kind of like this little like Snapchat show with his
No,
dad.
yeah,
Do you know?
Blaze. He had
Is
the
that who that
mohawk.
is?
You
I
have a
bet I could
mohawk?
find him on
Yes,
Instagram.
he had a
Yeah,
mohawk.
I think I know who you're talking.
He kind of had like a Odell mohawk.
I don't think that was the same kid. I'm thinking of a different kid.
Well, dude, I remember there was a video of a kid. It was like 60 Minutes or something. They're like the best fucking 12-year-old basketball player, and it was like,
Nah.
Not this kid.
No, that kid looks like a little fucking demon though.
bro, it was.
No, he is a demon, bro. He's pretty famous.
Do you remember that video? It was like a 60 Minutes. And they did like a news story on him, and he was like this kid, and they were like his lung capacity is 3 times the size. of the
No,
kid.
I've never seen that.
They're doing like
Who was
ESPN Ultra
Bro, he was like
stats.
some prodigy fucking 12-year-old back in the day when I was like middle school. I
He
saw
played
this.
football.
No, he played basketball.
Were you jealous
He
of
ended
him?
up playing like a JUCO or something, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the way they were hyping this dude up, like, he was next fucking Michael Jordan or something.
It's hard to call it for kids and
You
sports.
can't call it with
yeah.
a kid, dude. You could call it with acting or like on like some Michael Jackson shit, like some like singing. Like you can call that.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So you don't know, like, I mean, I guess you could call it if you know they're not going to be writing their own songs, just having songs handed to them. But I don't think you can call it, like, in terms of, like,
Well, a lot of child
They gotta
stars.
write the songs,
I feel
too.
like they aren't like as good-looking adults as they were like when they were children. Like I feel like that attributes that make a good-looking child aren't necessarily the attributes that make a
Dude,
good-looking
all
adult.
those Stranger Things kids are ugly as fuck now.
Yeah,
You thought they were good looking when they were 12?
they weren't supposed to be good-looking,
Well,
but
they
they're
were,
supposed to be like
quirky,
quirky.
yeah, like quirky
Nailed
looking
it.
little kids.
But that
But,
doesn't like you. Quirky adult is less appealing than quirky
Yeah,
Yeah, you kind of
quirky
gotta be
adult
like,
makes you uncomfortable at your office.
kid. Yeah,
what's his name?
quirky
the most
adult
like
gets
quirky
you
adult.
molested.
Fucking Pee Wee Herman.
Dude, Pee Wee.
No, he's in the.
quirkiest
He's in.
human ever.
Pretty sure he's in like Juno, and then he's in Scott
Cera.
Pilgrim. Michael Cera.
Yeah,
He's like the ultimate version.
he's a quirk. He's a quirkster.
I fuck with Michael Cera.
I like
dude.
Michael
No, he's a
Cera, too.
legend.
Scott Pilgrim.
Dude, he's just. Oh, I don't really like him specifically, but like, he's in a few of like some of my favorite movies.
Scott Pilgrim, one of them.
Scott Pilgrim's one of them. Superbad is
Superbad
like,
is like the best.
top 3 for me.
Yeah.
And
That's
then-
the funniest movie.
Dude, Juno is probably in like my top 20. Like
Juno's in the
top,
top
25.
Juno's
yeah,
a
dude,
good
Juno's
movie.
a pretty fucking good movie, dude.
I've never seen Juno all the way through. I've seen like the beginning of it,
It's funny.
Damn.
and we like
Yeah.
watched it at Vapor Express. But like I was
That's the
young.
last time I've seen it. Yeah, we watched it at Vapor Express. Dude, so many people came in like quoting it that
I didn't know they had quotes like
it was like pissing me the fuck off, dude. Like a customer would come in, see I was watching Juno, and then like say the thing like Rainn Wilson was about to say, and then like it would actually happen in the movie, and I'd be like, haha, like yeah,
Do you know the
Y'all
movie?
like better. Y'all like
ruined my viewing experience at
Y'all like-
work.
Michael Cera or what's his name? Jesse Eisenberg? Is that the fucking Social Network dude?
Yes.
They kind of do a similar thing, but they're like the same but different at the same time. Like I feel like
He's like more serious.
the Eisenberg
dude.
dude's he's quirky
What
in a
else he was
serious
in?
way.
He's in Adventureland.
But I feel like they portray
He's
like
in-
two sides of the same.
Is that
dude.
what that's called? Where Jesse Eisenberg works at the
With
fucking
the Twilight Girl?
yeah, at the like
Yeah.
Frontier City, pretty much.
Yes.
That's a pretty good movie, dude.
But yeah, I feel like they portray two sides of the same dude. You know what I'm saying? Because a quirky dude, like, he's not always gonna be funny and shit. Like he has like.
He's gonna have a
emotions.
serious side.
Have
He
you
gets
seen that
serious, dude.
movie where Jesse Eisenberg is like a magician?
Is that like
He's like there's like a group of magicians and they're
no,
like
I haven't seen the movie, but I'm familiar with the movie.
I don't think I know who Jesse is.
It's like
the Social Network guy.
Now
He's
You
Mark
See Me or
Zuckerberg.
something?
The
Now-
Social Network.
Oh yeah, he is
Now
more
You
like a
See It?
serious
yeah,
version.
now you see it or now you see me. I don't
or is
know.
that? But remember, there's a Disney Channel movie that was about a magician.
I was just thinking about
Was
that.
that what that's called? What's that called?
Like now you see it, now you see me.
Is it like the same name? Am I tripping?
Yeah, no. I think those do have the same names.
Damn, they fucking scammed him.
Dude, they scammed Disney Channel. Just slap some famous faces on it.
But no, dude, I like The Social Network. Is probably my top 20 movies. I really fuck with that movie. I think Justin Timberlake's
that's
a
a
good
good movie.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake is a good actor.
I think he's pretty good.
Who's like the third main dude in that?
I would say he's
Oh, it was
probably
Andrew
second.
Garfield.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield. Yeah,
He's good.
he's like his like roommate who fucks Lyndon Tipton and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brenda Song.
He got Spider-Man from that.
From that,
That was like the next big thing he did. He pivoted like straight.
I feel like
He would have had to have gone straight from like the success of the Social Network to filming Spider-Man. If you like match
Yeah.
up the timeline.
that is weird. Like the life of an actor. Like you kind of like how your shit can like snowball really fast, and then like go away even faster.
Dude, like 1 second, like everyone's just telling you good job, and then the next second you're like the face of $1 billion franchise for a little bit.
And then the next second, you're fucking Amanda Bynes opening up a nail salon.
Yeah.
Crack.
Dude, did you know that that second Andrew Garfield Spider-Man sold more toys than like any other movie ever?
What toy? Just like
No, just like the toys in general.
Is that the one with the lizard? Is that the first one?
No, that's one where Jamie Foxx is Electro.
Oh yeah, I never saw that. That's like one of the one Spider-Man movies I haven't seen. It's the
I saw that
second
one.
Andrew Garfield one.
That is probably the worst Spider-Man.
And the one where Jake Gyllenhaal is like Mysterio, I haven't seen that one either.
You haven't seen that?
No.
I kind of like
Is
that.
that
I
the one
like
I
that
fell
one.
asleep for in the movies?
No, that was the Michael Keaton one. Or
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's
I watched
Vulture.
like the first
Yeah.
like 2/3.
That was
of
like the
one.
first Tom Holland one.
Yeah, I woke up right as it ended, dude. I was way too gassed to be in the movie theater.
Really only seen the Toby Spider-Mans.
For
Those
real?
are the
Besides
best
like
ones.
Avengers.
You haven't seen any Tom Holland Spider-Man like outside of Avengers?
What do we see in theaters? Did I go see one in theaters with you? I don't think I went. No, I don't think so.
Nah, you're not missing much. Those are gay, dude.
Dude, they're not bad.
Okay.
That last one
I've only
was
seen
good,
Bully
dude.
Maguire.
The last one, but that was a little different.
Where Willem
dude.
Dafoe came back and shit, and
But at the same time, it's like it was a little much, bro. Like I don't know. There was a lot of stuff going on. It's like, oh, we're in different dimensions, and like there's multiple villains because we're in different dimensions, and because of that, of course, all the other Spider-Mans are gonna be here, and they're like real life Spider-Mans. It was a lot. Good. It was like
if you had seen the other Marvel movies, like the whole multiverse shit wouldn't be like as jaunting.
I feel like a lot of times with the Avenger movies and these Marvel movies, they overpack it with like stimulus and like, oh, like what? That's crazy to like substitute for substance.
Oh, thank you, Scorsese.
Like I really think that like I don't know. Like the
Do you
CGI
work for
doesn't-
Rotten Tomatoes?
Okay, I feel like Marvel movies as a whole have gotten a bad rap because of like the last 5 years of Marvel movies. But if dude, you look at the run from Iron Man to Endgame, like dude, those are good fucking movies that all string together to tell like one massive story. That's like something that had never been done in cinema before too.
No, this shit was
I mean,
crazy.
yeah, that is cool.
Cool.
And they were good fucking movies too. Like
They're all
not
good.
every one of them was an absolute fucking banger. Like I don't like all of
I would
them
say
in
the
that
only
main
one-
run, but
The only one I felt like I really enjoyed was like the first one with Thanos in it, the Avengers
Infinity
Endgame.
War.
Infinity War, yeah.
That was like the climax of it. Dude.
Yeah, that was like my favorite one. out of all of them.
You didn't like any of the other Marvel movies. You didn't like Iron
I was
Man.
never big into Iron Man, dude.
You never liked the Captain America movies.
Dude, I've never seen a Captain America movie.
Thor.
Those are so that dude. The
Thor
like,
movies.
Never seen a Thor movie either, actually. So maybe I don't even fucking know.
Thor
dude.
didn't get good till they made him funny.
Yeah.
Like those first two Thor movies are pretty fucking weak in my opinion.
Are they
I
all
like
the same
the-
actor?
I like the first
Yeah.
Thor movies.
No, the Captain America trilogy is pretty fire. Like the first Soldier, Winter Soldier, and Civil War.
Where would you guys rank the Avengers series versus the Pirates of the Caribbean versus Fast and the Furious versus Harry Potter?
I would go 1 Avengers. I would go 2. What was it? Fast and the Furious, Harry Potter, and what?
And
Oh,
Pirates of
Pirates.
the Caribbean.
I might go. I guess Harry Potter 2, Fast and the Furious, then Pirates of the Caribbean. I've
Damn.
only seen like the
I would-
first 2 Pirates of the Caribbean.
I would have to go Harry Potter, number 1.
Harry Potter's solid, dude.
Then Avengers, number 2. Fast and Furious, 3. And then or Pirates of the Caribbean, 4.
I would probably go Harry Potter, Avengers, Pirates of the Caribbean, Fast and the Furious.
Harry Potter, Avengers, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You like Harry Potter more than the fucking Avengers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
If you wanted me to sit here and watch the same like amount of time of Harry Potter or the Avengers, I'd pick Harry Potter.
Yeah. I think I'll rewatch the Harry Potter.
I'd
movies
probably
before I
pick
rewatch
Pirates of the
very-
Caribbean.
I
too,
would
honestly.
put Star Wars #1 over all of those, though. If we're just talking straight movies, like no comic books, no video games.
Star
like,
Wars is kind of OP.
I put Star Wars above all of those if we're just talking movies.
Yeah, I mean Star Wars, dude. That one's kind of like, it's like a super. It's like a OP.
Lord of the Rings, too.
It's a stack team. Lord of the Rings, I would put below Harry Potter, above Pirates of the Caribbean.
Dude, I would put Lord of the Rings over Harry Potter.
For real?
Yes, dude. Lord of the Rings is better than Harry Potter.
You could have played Harry
I
Potter.
don't think so, dude.
Huh?
So you could have played Harry Potter.
Oh, like, yeah. But,
I don't know. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings
if you
since
can
I was a kid.
actually get you, well, dude, the thing is like the fucking Lord of the Rings they have on HBO are like the director's cuts, and those are longer versions of already like insanely long movies. And that was back when movies like weren't like 2.5 hours every fucking time, and so they're each like 4 fucking hours. But if you can get yourself to watch through all those, like, they are sick, dude.
See, it's hard for me to sit through a long movie with my shortened attention span.
Joe does have a attention span that has been ruined by YouTube and Instagram
Well,
shorts.
you like can hardly watch any movie.
You can
Well,
hardly
I
watch a
can
TV show.
movie. I can watch a good movie.
You can hardly watch a TV show.
I feel like so much shit, dude.
We
I don't
turn
know, I
on
just
like
feel like so much stuff sucks. Like I'd rather just like.
There's good shit out there.
No, there is good shit.
you don't want
for
to give
sure.
shit a chance.
And all the good shit is just as available as the shitty shit.
Like you haven't even tried Game of Thrones.
Bro, I've watched several episodes of it.
I would say it's safe to say he's tried Game of
I've watched
Thrones.
probably 10 episodes total. And we watched all those clips that one time. Like, I get it. Like,
Did you watch 10 episodes of Game of Thrones or did you watch 10 episodes of House of Dragons?
I probably watched 10 episodes of Game of Thrones and like 3 episodes of House of Dragons.
Oh, okay.
But,
Still disappointed.
Dude, I get it. Like, it's cool. But it just seems like kind of an investment to watch through all that. And, like, it's not, to me, it's not that cool for me to, like, spend all that time watching that.
Dude, watching Game of Thrones is a little brutal, dude. Like,
feels like a
every
commitment.
episode's an hour.
Yeah, it is a long, long series.
Like, I don't mind it, but
a good series,
it's
though.
not the same as, like, knocking out an anime where, like, every episode's, like, a clean 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
When you're watching
Anime
YouTube,
is more like dopamine high.
there's no commitment when you're watching YouTube. You can just fucking click on a video and be like, fuck out of here. And click another one and be like, ha ha ha. Like, click another one.
That's
what's wrong.
That's what happened to your attention. That's what did the damage to your attention span.
That's what's
yeah,
wrong.
I guess so.
Yeah.
You need to work on it.
But I can still watch and enjoy movies for sure. Like, I just am less willing to.
Dude, you should watch True Detective.
Is that?
Did I talk about that on the last podcast? I think I did.
Yeah, you might have.
Yeah, I think you would like True Detective, dude.
Who's in it?
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, you did
So it's
mention that.
like, yeah, dude. It's rare they get A-listers to do like the series. Like, it's a little more common now.
I think that's frowned upon in like
Um,
the acting community.
Dude, it fucking shouldn't
So
be.
do
That's
that
what
type of
people are
series?
watching.
No, yeah, maybe people are realizing that.
Fucking, I guarantee you more people watched the first season of True Detective than they did Killers of the Flower Moon over the summer.
See, I was gonna go see Killers of the Flower Moon because wasn't it shot in Oklahoma?
It might have
I
been.
don't know.
I believe it was shot in Oklahoma.
I don't
dude.
think so.
It's about. I think it takes place in like Oklahoma, doesn't it?
What's it called?
No, I think part of it does take place in Oklahoma. I think it was all
pretty sure
shot in California, though.
What's it called?
Killers of the Flower Moon. I probably will watch that eventually.
But what turned me off was the length. Dude.
No, dude, no, bro. The regular 3-hour movies are starting to piss me off. Like, if you're gonna make a movie like fucking Infinity War, for the example, and it's like the buildup of literally 11 prior movies, then like that kind of justifies a 3-hour movie.
Really, it was like a 6-hour movie.
Oh yeah, because
It
of
was like a
Endgame.
two-part
But
story.
It was all filmed in Oklahoma. whole thing.
The whole
Really?
thing?
The whole thing was filmed in Oklahoma? Shit.
It's 100%.
Damn,
And
when
then, like,
Leo
$200
was
million
here.
budget.
Yeah, Leo was here.
Dennis Quaid came into our vape shop.
They
Remember
wanted
that?
to do a.
That wasn't for Killers of the Flower. That was for the Ronald Reagan movie.
Yeah, I think there's like a
That was like
there's like a
fucking
baseball
years ago.
movie, like a baseball coaching movie, like a smaller one that he stars in. I saw a commercial for it or a preview.
There's a lot of movies being filmed in
I
Oklahoma
think that was
more
filmed in
often.
Oklahoma.
There's
Might
that
be doing two
Stillwater
projects.
movie with Wahlberg.
We'll do Tulsa King.
Wait, say that again?
So there's a lot of movies being filmed in Oklahoma. There's the one Stillwater, and I think it has Mark Wahlberg in it. It's called Stillwater.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh shit!
I think that was filmed in
Matt
Stillwater,
Damon
too.
a part of that?
He might be.
Someone told me they saw Matt Damon in a gas station in Oklahoma. Like this was like a few years back, but they're like, dude,
It'd have been around
I
the same
saw
time.
fucking Matt Damon in a gas station in Oklahoma. Like he was just fucking at the counter.
I bet you he looks pretty regular in person, dude. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
As
You
far-
would instantly know it's Matt Damon.
You
though.
think?
Yeah, he was.
Yes, bro. No,
He was
Bro.
a part of that movie.
dude. So, I once went to Las Vegas, and when we drove to Las Vegas, we cut through California, like the highway dips through California and back into Nevada. While we were in the California part, we stopped at this gas station. And it was like a fat gas station, and it had like slot machines and shit. And we were kind of like in there for a minute. And dude, my friend comes up to me and he's like, dude, like fucking Shia LaBeouf is here. Like fucking Shia LaBeouf is here. And I was like, chill out, because he was like yelling in the middle of the store and shit.
Yeah, it's probably not Shia LaBeouf.
And I was like, bro, it's not fucking Shia LaBeouf. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. And he like won't fucking stop about fucking Shia LaBeouf. And I'm literally like turned to him, and right as I'm like saying like, shut the fuck up, Shia LaBeouf's not fucking here. I look like behind him's the bathroom, and out walks the bathroom is literally Shia LaBeouf, dude. And he looked at us like fucking crazy.
How big is he?
He's a little dude.
For real?
Yeah, he's
like, I'll
pretty
do it
s-
on your.
He's maybe like 5'6", 5'7", like.
Alright.
And I was just like, holy shit, that Shia LaBeouf, and I just kind of looked at him, and bro, he gave me like a crazy look, like, cause
He's intense, dude.
and like it was like a don't fucking come talk to me, and bro,
do it.
me and like none of the people I was with approached him.
He like growled y'all off.
Yeah, like everyone was just kind of like, what? And he walked off, and yeah, no, but it was fucking Shia LaBeouf.
I feel like if you really saw the real person, you would know. You know what I'm saying?
No, dude, like the
There's
second,
like something about it.
like the second I saw him, I was like, oh, like
100%.
And
That's
he-
Stanley Yelnats right there.
yeah, fucking Even Stevens.
Yeah.
Is that his name in Transformers? Or no, that's Holes.
Transformers. What is his name in Transformers?
Sam Witwicky.
Yeah.
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 That's Transformers. They're both
His name
stupid
is
fucking
Sam.
names.
Yeah. They like. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a dumb kid.
They're like stupid troll,
like a
white,
happy-go-lucky, like,
like a white kid troll name.
Dennis the Menace
Yeah.
ass names.
It is. They're like Dennis the Menace ass names.
I like Shia LaBeouf though, honestly. Like,
Bro, he's a great actor.
he's in that tier, dude. He's in like that child actor tier that's like a level above the shows.
Well, he didn't. He kind of had some good movies.
He had some
'Cause
good
he had that-
adult movies.
Yeah, he had the
still
transfer
does.
to Transformers. Like brought his career to that next level.
No,
I
it
feel
blew
like.
him out the fucking water. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Transformers.
because he can carry a role like that. Like he's the real deal.
No,
That
he was good.
Such
He
a
carried
sick
holes.
movie, like when it came out,
Yeah.
the first Transformers.
Yeah.
No, we saw that on your birthday. You remember?
Yeah, my 11th birthday,
With
dude.
some kids from the neighborhood, dude.
And fucking, it was so fire.
Dude, it was good as fuck.
Hell yeah.
I remember-
Megan
dude, I
Fox was
remember-
hot as fuck.
Being like Megan Fox is hot as fuck.
Dude,
I was young too.
It hit like every note with 11-year-old me.
I was like,
you put
boing,
like
yoing, yoing, yoing.
Megan Fox in my face. You got giant robots throwing the fuck down,
Cool
and you
cars.
got like fucking Linkin Park jamming
Oh,
out
God,
through half the
Linkin Park.
movie in the background.
tried so hard. Fucking beating off and watching fucking
I
robots.
don't know about that.
Nah, dude, it
No,
really is.
yeah, Optimus Prime's like giving his speech at the end, and fucking like the Linkin Park starts like picking up in the background.
Yeah.
You know when
That
a
was fucking
pastor
legendary
is talking,
scene.
and they'll kind of start playing like doo doo
Yeah, it
like
was like that
guitar.
on fucking steroids.
It was like that on fucking steroids. I felt that harder than anything I had heard any pastor say up until that point.
Yeah, facts. Fucking Transformers went hard as fuck. They really did.
I want to rewatch that.
People
the
start
first
driving yellow
Transformers.
cars and shit for like a few years. You
Fuck
remember that?
yeah, dude! And
like
they
a
had
yellow
completely
car.
changed like the Camaro that year.
Yeah.
And that was like
It was
part
like
of the
an
rollout.
ad for the new Camaro body
Well,
style.
dude, every Transformers is like a fucking car commercial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of smart.
he was smart as fuck.
Yeah.
That was like a smart ass move by Chevrolet to put the Camaro in there.
They never quite stuck the landing on any of those Transformers sequels, like up until, like even the most recent one that came out this past summer.
See, I watched the second one. Like I streamed it on our computer. You remember what was that website you could watch any movie on?
There's a bunch of them.
It's like
was
1, 2,
one of
3
those.
movies.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 movies.
Yeah, it was like one of some shit like that. And I like watched it all pixelated. I watched the whole thing like sitting at a computer with like headphones on, dude.
I watched. You remember Wolverine's solo movie?
I watched that on the computer too, where he boxes the dude.
Yes,
Yeah,
he does
I
box.
watched that on the computer. I watched Yes Man with Jim Carrey on the computer.
That's a good movie.
I watched all the Chucky movies. I'd never seen Chucky, dude. And I watched like all of them on the computer. Like,
Chucky fucking sucks, dude.
well, I used to be scared of it as a kid. Like when I was a little kid and I hadn't seen him, so I like saw like you would like see DVDs and shit, and you look at them, and they'd have like merch and shit out. And it was Chucky, and I was kind of like, oh, like scared.
No, dude.
just
I
have
was
nightmares.
kind of freaked out by Chucky until in 3rd grade. I was staying the night at my friend's house, and we watched Child's Play 3. And I was like, "This is the stupidest." Like once I'd actually seen the movie,
That's how I do.
it's
As
like
soon as I saw the movie, I wasn't scared
Stupidest,
anymore.
cheapest fucking movie ever.
I was like, as soon as I saw the movie, I was like, oh, I was like, this isn't fucking scary. Like,
What was the scariest movie as a kid for y'all?
probably Chucky, dude. Well, just like the thought of Chucky, because I was scared of Chucky.
I feel like
before
you were
I saw the
scared of
movie.
it.
It?
Yeah,
I
the
never
clown.
saw it. I didn't watch that many scary
I've never
movies as a
seen
kid.
it. I don't think I was
Bro.
a kid when that came out.
I saw the new one. Not
Jeepers
too long
Creepers,
Ago, actually. Never saw that either, dude.
bro. That had me with like terrorized me as
Remember
a
our
kid.
neighbors, Jake and Dante, were all scared of that shit? They were talking about Jeepers Creepers when we were a kid.
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers was scary as fuck. I watched it when I was probably like 4 years old. Probably had nightmares until I was like fucking
Till, like,
11,
yesterday.
12.
Dude, I wasn't a kid. I was more of like a teenager when I saw this dude. But I remember The Conjuring. That was like a.
So that's a
fucking-
for real scary movie.
That is like a for real
Jeepers
scary movie. I
Creepers
saw
just,
that in
like, scares
theaters, dude.
Jeepers
I never saw
Creepers
The
now
Conjuring.
is like dumb. Conjuring still scare me to
Yeah,
this
The
day.
Conjuring will freak you out.
Which is like movies are so like. I feel like they're just not scary. Like you have to almost be fucking stupid. To
Have
think
you
that
seen,
shit's scary, dude? Like.
The
Yeah,
Exorcism
like
of
as an
Emily
adult.
Rose.
Yeah, to be like, oh.
You seen The Exorcism of Emily Rose?
No.
You should watch that one. I've
You
heard
think I'll
that
be
shit is,
scared?
I've heard that shit is like almost unwatchable for some people.
Yeah, for like
Well, is it
dumb
because it's
chick or, like, a
disgusting? Or-
yeah, because that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
a Saw movie isn't scary. You're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, you're like,
I don't think it's
"Fuck no."
I don't think it's gruesome. I think it's just they say that shit's based on true story. I think that's what gets people. But
Yeah.
likelihoods.
We have to believe that someone could have an
Saw.
exorcism in the first place.
That's a good point. Saw isn't that fucking scary just the whole
It's
time. You're like,
terrible.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's
like,
like
really?
It's pretty much Two Girls, One Cup. Saw.
It is. It's like a super soft, like whatever that stimulus is in your brain. That's like a low
It's
dosage
the same
of it.
trigger, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Two Girls, One Cup, though, that's like a fucking injection of whatever that shit is.
yeah. It gets real when you're
I
watching that
promise you, Two Girls, One Cup is harder to watch than any movie.
Because
you've seen
I
in the
believe that
theaters.
shit, dude.
No, because that happened. That,
No, I
shit is
believe
real.
that.
like those aren't special effects.
There's no CGI
Yeah.
in Two
there's
Girls,
no
One Cup.
fucking
dude.
Those aren't even
automated
stuntmen.
video.
That
Real,
was,
that's real poop, dude.
they did
Not
their
even
own
stunt,
stunts.
man.
Yeah.
No, they're doing They're doing
No,
their
the
own
two
stunts.
leads in Two Girl, One Cup, they did all their own stunts.
Yeah.
One take.
Goddamn. Two Girls, One Cup's brutal.
No edit.
Damn. Well, dude, that's crazy because to this day, that is the most famous pornographic video that's ever existed.
It's probably up there, yeah.
Do you remember?
I'd say Kim K's is up there too.
That's number 2, for sure.
I remember in middle school, you used to ask each other if you had seen things, and like a comment, you'd be like, "Dude, have you seen 2 girls, 1 cup?" And like they try to like one up you. They'd be like, "Have you ever seen 2 guys, 1 horse?" And you're like, "What?" Have you ever had somebody say that shit to you?
I have vague
Is that a
memories.
real fucking video? 2 guys, 1 horse?
No,
No,
there's
I don't
Or is that
think
just like a
there's
fictional like one up?
no there's another version of 2 girls 1 cup. I don't know exactly what it is, but
I'm
there is another
sure.
pretty bad one that's like right up there with it, but just didn't get the love that.
So I never knew
2
if that was
girls,
a
1
real
cup
thing
did.
or if it was just like them hearing somebody say that and it's like completely made up. The horse shit.
I do believe that there were probably videos that came out shortly after that were trying to top what they pulled off.
And they used a
So
horse.
maybe that is real.
2 guys,
might
1
be.
horse.
I think it's
Only
2
your
guys, 1
imagination.
horse.
When
If
I
I
was
remember correctly from the 7th grade.
when I was in 8th grade, I watched this porno like on fucking Pornhub. And
Okay.
like the early days of Pornhub. And then just at the end of the video, there's just like this link, and the chick was like, "Click this link if you want to see me suck my dog's dick." And I was like, "Dude, does she actually suck her dog's dick in this video?" And
that's what it worked.
and I typed in like the URL, and I looked, like clicked through all the pop-ups and shit, and no, she was there sucking her dog's dick. And I was like, "Yo!" And fucking
That shit's pretty
That's
bad
fucking-
too.
that was on our family computer.
Oh god.
I guess that's why it didn't work very good, dude.
Damn, it got backed up.
No, that was like scrubbing the history.
No. You have to, dude, I've done some panic scrubs on the fucking
Fuck
family
yeah,
computer
dude.
before.
Fuck yeah.
Your heart starts beating, you're like, fuck. Like, you're just like, your mouse is all shaky and shit.
No, dude, the fucking. Damn, bro. We're like just at the age where like we had internet porn, but we didn't have like iPhones.
Yeah.
So like if you did want to just access fucking free porn on the internet, like you had to seriously roll the fucking dice because you were at like a
was a
library,
huge
it
risk.
was your family's computer, you were at school, like
You had to have a fucking middle school boner so
you had
vigorous.
to. It's the type of risk you only take with like a crazy middle school boner.
that you're fucking, you don't care what the
You have
consequences.
insane horniness.
Like,
Be grounded for fucking, you don't even care anymore.
Could you
dude.
on
imagine
your head.
getting on your mother's computer today
Getting on her phone?
and typing in Pornhub,
Dude, well,
jerking off?
Bro, that lady at Vapor Express,
oh,
when
I've
she
heard
was
about
like-
this.
she was like, I need this vape juice, and held out her phone,
Ah, this shit.
and it was porn, bro.
Well, that was all her.
And she was like, I was fucking, I was like, I don't know what that is. I was like, and she was like, what? Like, and she looked at it and was like, oh. She was like, my nephew. She yelled, my nephew, and was like, my nephew had my phone earlier, and like,
fuck. Had your phone like moments
Yeah.
ago.
yeah, and it was like some shit that like.
Yeah, what was
It wasn't some
what
shit
was
a
she
nephew.
watching?
It was like, I didn't look too close, but it looked like to be some shit a girl would look up. Like, I think it said, if I remember correctly, like passionate lovemaking or something.
Fuck.
And I was like, I don't think your nephew typed that in.
that was not her nephew.
She'd always tip us, that like older lady. She was cool.
Yeah, I
liked her a
know,
lot.
who you're talking about.
But and then bro, the next time she came in, she brought in her nephew, dude. Who's not even supposed to be in there. She'd never brought a kid in there before. She brought in her nephew to Vapor Express, almost to be like, she didn't say anything, but she's almost like, here he is, like here's the little pervert. Like,
That's
told you I wasn't
so fucking cursed. Here, I'm gonna get another beer.
You grab me one.
there's fucking.
Don't know who your
people
best friends are.
People say crazy shit to each other in middle school.
No, the jokes in middle school would go so much farther than they would in high school, I feel like.
Yeah, dude. Then remember dead baby jokes?
Yeah, deadbabyjokes.com.
It's like, why do you put the baby in the blender? Feet first.
And you see the look on his face.
See the look on his face.
I could answer those all night. No, I actually looked, bro. This was
That's
maybe
terrible.
like 6-7 years ago. But I looked up deadbabyjokes.com and it was still up with like the same jokes.
Hey, what's the difference between a pile of dead babies and a trampoline?
I don't have a trampoline in my backyard.
No, yeah, well that's
That's
the
pretty good.
Corvette one. But that one is I don't put on my combat boots, just jump on a trampoline.
No, there's
bad.
a bunch that are fucked up, dude.
It's like the dead baby joke is like an extension of Yo Mama jokes. Yo Mama jokes are big in my elementary school.
Yo mama jokes, yeah, those can get serious though.
I used to literally study. Like I would go home and fucking
Look up your
like,
mama
look them
jokes.
up and like try to like remember them and like I like practice saying them a couple times and be like, all right, like I'm good. And then probably whip them out.
Got
in
enough
school.
ammo.
I'd be like, your mama's so fat. When she jumped into the Atlantic Ocean, it became the Atlantic Desert, and people would be like, yo, people would be like,
Oh my god.
who's like the fake rapper dude? Who Soulja Boy battled?
Super hot fire.
Super Hot Fire, yeah.
Dude, super hot fire.
I feel like I've been in situations like-
India, don't ever address him as the fake rapper again.
My bad.
Because he's not a rapper.
Bro, that'd be a fire guest to get on here one day.
He's been like doing shit recently.
For real, super hot fire.
Yeah, he's had some recent like pretty good. He went against God. There's like some recent like
Blueface, dude.
yeah, I think he went against Blueface.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
I think he won too.
Blueface, I don't know. Blueface is pretty, you know. he's a
Blueface
famous
is
crip.
good. He is
No,
a famous crip.
Blueface defeated super hot
Yeah.
fire.
So yeah, that was probably staged. I don't think Super Hot Fire's ever actually been defeated.
Or no, it was like Soulja Boy. Someone did something to super
Someone
hot
did.
fire.
Like, but I feel like being in a situation where like people are insulting each other or like rapping or something or like a combination of the two,
Like a group has formed.
and
around
everyone's like,
two people exchanging-
"Oh!" Like I feel like that was a situation that I saw and participated in like regularly,
Where you were rapping.
like in my youth.
in
No,
the
we're
middle
like
of a
like in a locker room or something. I mean, I used to spit freestyles. Don't get me
He
wrong,
lost
bro.
to Baby Tron.
But like when people are dissing each
I
other,
don't know if
dude,
you've seen that one.
to Baby Tron.
in like a locker room,
Baby Tron can spit.
and a circle has formed, and people are like, like there's like a live audience. Like imagine if that happened at work. Like not one time at work has that like
If
happened.
that happens at work, you're fired, dude.
Somebody's getting fired. Yes.
No, dude. HR is really who's gonna win that
Everybody's
one.
happy except for one person.
No, except for one person.
It's like the crowd and the person dissing them sucks up all the happiness from that one person and distributes it amongst themselves.
that is kind of accurate.
Yeah,
It's kind of sad for that one
really
person.
balance.
it's kind of admirable.
it's
to
like
lose a
it's like
rap battle.
happiness isn't created or destroyed.
It's almost a cause for like having to change your job if you lose. You gotta go to like a different department.
Yeah, that'd be suck if you got dissed so hard you got demoted. Like, your boss is like, nah, dude.
Like you can't be in here
Like
anymore.
you're not the
You can't
team
be a
leader
part
of
of this.
anybody.
Fuck no. You got dissed so
You
hard.
got clowned like that, bro.
Them the person
You
who
just
put
could
out the
never
joke
be
becomes the
respected
new
again.
team
Couldn't
leader.
holler back at all. Like, nah, not my company.
Damn.
Damn, did you grab me another beer, bro? Nah.
No, you got up with me, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were just
Yeah,
gonna
you
get
did
your
get
own,
up.
yeah.
Grab another beer.
Interrupting
Dude, you should grab
podcast
me
again.
another one. I'm pounding through this truly fast.
It's like he's at the arcade.
Trulies are good, dude.
I used to drink a lot of Trulies, and then we drank like hella Trulies at the arcade. Now I'm kind of like out of the Truly world.
Do you know what seltzers kind of remind me of? Do y'all remember those Izzy drinks that used to be at school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember
Seltzers
those.
kind of all taste like Izzy's. It's like the same.
He sucked ass, dude.
Most seltzers kind of suck.
No, seltzers suck, dude. Well,
That
seltzers,
Izzy was pretty much just carbonated water with like a little
Yeah.
fucking. Those,
citric acid.
yeah,
or
no,
something.
those
wasn't that
sucked,
sweet,
bro.
Yeah.
and dude, that was back when the only thing that was in like a skinny can or like a smaller can would be like a Red Bull. So I remember when they first brought them to our school, I was like, are they just fucking giving us energy drinks now? Like,
The opposite.
no, I thought Izzy was an energy drink first time I saw it. It was like somewhere in middle school.
Little did you know.
Was it your cafeteria?
Wasn't that good.
It was my cafeteria, yeah.
I used to dome some chocolate milk in early, like probably elementary and middle school.
I used to hit that chocolate milk in elementary school, but we had Borden chocolate milk, and then they switched to Highland, and it was like it was the chocolate milk was skim milk. It wasn't regular milk anymore.
No, it was bullshit. I know what you're talking about.
So it was like watery.
Is that probably around when Michelle?
I think it was right around that time.
No, dude, Michelle Obama fucking raped school food, dude.
Dude,
No, she ruined it.
Fucking bro.
Dude, our school lunches used to be fucking good, bro. Do you remember pizzadas?
Pepperoni pizzadas.
They're little like hot pockets.
No, you see, so I had a tragic time frame. So in Broken Bow, really was nothing special, like lunch-wise. And by the time I'd moved to Edmond, where like lunch was fire, Michelle had already done like the damage.
She already no, dude.
That shit didn't go into effect until I was like a junior in high
Yeah,
school.
it was like 2 years into the fucking. Well, no, dude. So there was like a first wave of it. I
That was
actually
like our eighth
remember
grade
the
year.
Day. No, dude. So when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, the first wave of it happened, bro. And so they changed the foods. They changed the menu, and they changed like the popcorn chickens used to be like crispy and shit, and then they were like soggy, and there was no beef anymore. Like everything was ground turkey. Like if you looked at the lunch menu, there was an asterisk next to anything that was supposed to be beef, and would say ground turkey is the asterisk.
Dude.
That happened when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, and that shit sucked ass.
Bro, fucking no. When I was in high school, for most of my high school experience, the lunch was fucking dang, dude. I'd get a Bosco stick,
Yeah,
get like some fucking pizzadas, dude.
you could still get Bosco.
They used to
sticks.
have Chick-fil-A sandwiches on Friday.
Yeah, they stopped. They weren't doing that shit when I was older. My freshman year. So freshman year, it was like that, and then like
It was the end of your freshman
Michelle
year.
Obama came back and like she like swiped through one time with a katana and then like cut off the fucking head when she took away the vending
dude,
machines.
I remember the day they fucking cleaned out the vending machines and put in all this healthy shit.
It was
I
more
do remember that.
expensive but less calories. So like your fucking dollar to calorie ratio is all fucked up, and you got kids who fucking are hungry. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, dude.
No, it didn't.
It was bullshit, dude.
The fact that everything became more expensive and, they want us to get
yeah,
healthier.
and dude, they used to have like fucking just regular soda vending machines, and then all of the sodas were like diet and zero after that.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, just fucking
Just give us the regular soda.
let us live our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. When I was a kid, I was intaking serious amounts of sugar, bro.
That's what you do as a kid.
Like
Absorbed a lot of
32
sugar.
ounce 7-Eleven Slurpees and shit was like a fucking Friday for me.
I had a
dude.
shit
turn
ton of
out bad?
sugar until I was like,
Bro, I feel like I didn't even
23.
feel that bad, dude. Now that I think about it.
Couldn't do it nowadays, but
If I did it now, I feel like I would feel bad. But is that even true if I got used to it? If I did it for like 10 years?
well, if you were used to it, it wouldn't take 10 years. But there's motherfuckers who drink like 3 or 4 Dr. Peppers a day. And I couldn't drink like a full Dr. Pepper without like feeling like shit. But it's just because I don't drink that shit every day.
Like, we used to walk to 7-Eleven from our house, and we would get a 32-ounce Slurpee and candy. You're, like, eating candy and washing it down with the Slurpee.
Eating sugar and washing it down with
Yeah,
sugar.
if you had a good amount of money, because, like,
spilled
Slurpees,
that shit on myself.
we had a deal where, for some reason, the 32-ounce Slurpee at 7-Eleven was 99 cents, and the rest of them were, like, $1.20 or some shit. So, like,
No, I remember that.
you
Yeah,
remember
it
that?
was the 89 cent.
Bro, if you had enough money, bro, you buy the WWE magazine on top of the Slurpee, dude. You might pitch in with somebody.
Damn.
like,
No,
That's fire.
yeah, me and Joe used to pitch in on 7-Eleven and run sometimes.
and it was like a junior Playboy low key.
It was like a monthly. Yeah, there was like a section that was like junior Playboy.
Yeah,
times.
dude, it's
yeah.
like
It's
a
like the
girls
Divas.
section.
Yeah,
when
it was
Divas
like
were
there was like a
Divas.
Divas section to every month of the WWE magazine.
They got steamy, dude.
No, it was sick, and there was like, I remember specifically like there was always a page that had a WWE dude's diet, like their daily
Like
I
what
remember
they
that.
ate in a day.
diet. I remember the fucking Jim Morrison's, John Morrison's was like nothing. And I remember the next one was Mark Henry, and it was like everything. This
Yeah.
dude would dome like 2 whole watermelons and like a whole rack of ribs for dinner and fucking.
He had
just
to, bro.
pound shit.
He's the world's
I
strongest
remember
man.
said he was pounding a bunch of Arizona teas.
Damn, there was a time in my life where I was pounding a lot of Arizona tea.
I used to drink the fuck out of Arizona tea. I used to drink the fuck out of those brisk, just all those like dollar teas, like the brisk teas.
Well, I mean, they're kind of
Shit.
gas.
They're gas, yeah.
yeah,
dude.
they were good as
Like
fuck.
the big, like green one that's in the bottle.
Yeah, dude.
Brisk in college. So you know how you make like the jug with like a jug of water and you'd put like
A
the
Borg.
Borg, dude.
Yes, so we used to
I
basically
used
do
to
that with the
dabble in
brisks.
Borgs.
We'd take out like a quarter of the brisk and then fill it with like Burnett's. And then ever since then, I think we
baby
did that hundreds of times. Like that would be like the go-to almost every night. And now I can't even drink brisks.
Dude.
None
You
of
still
them.
drink Burnett's?
Oh hell no!
I haven't
That's
drank
way
Burnett,
out.
dude. I used to slap Burnett's.
Slap the fuck out of Burnett's. How we used to make Borgs was that we would get one of those Mio things
Mhm.
and we would squirt the whole thing into the gallon jug and then dump a whole bottle of vodka into it and then just fill the rest up with water. And you just have that in a gallon jug and that's your Borg.
That's fucking dangerous.
Yeah, that's how you do the. That's a
It
Borg.
gets
right
you
there,
fucking
dude.
hammered, dude.
You like carry it through the night.
If you finish it, you're fucking
You
like
let some
goated.
girls pull it, bro.
You're smacking the beers on top of
Let
it.
some girls pull your Borg, dude.
Yeah.
It's a time to be
Fire.
alive.
You let people write on your Borg. Remember
Dude,
when
you
that
could
was the
sign
thing?
a Borg,
you could, you could sign the board.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
that's sick.
There was another big one that went
Who's
around was the
bringing Sharpies
slap
to
in the
parties?
bag.
Girls.
Someone had a Sharpie. Yeah.
Bro, if
Like
you
in
had
a
a
purse.
fucking Borg,
Bring a Sharpie with you.
you had to have a Sharpie.
Well, no, you had to label. That's how it started because you used to have to label your Borg so it wouldn't get confused with other people's Borgs. And I
Yeah.
think that's how the signing of the Borg
I
started.
never got my board confused with someone else's.
Well,
board.
sometimes you make them with the people you put in on the bottle of Burnett's with.
So y'all
You
got the
guys all
same
pitch
flavor.
together to come up with $11, and you split the fucking bottle of Bernie's.
No, I've slammed so there. Honestly, out of all the liquors, I've like in volume, I've drank the most Burnett's to this day. Probably.
I remember when we were like kids, dude. Burnett's was like standard, but if you were like a young baller, you had a bottle of Sky.
No,
vodka,
dude. I
which
used
is,
to
like,
grab
fancy
that, dude.
Burnett's,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna speak too much on
like some
fucking-
white grape Sky or like
the blood orange.
blood orange. Bro.
That was the fucking No, you were getting money back then.
dude.
If you if you pulled up with the fucking blood orange Sky bottle,
No, you were. That's like pretty much having a fucking Rolex.
no, yeah, you were flexing. That was like a hard 2012 flex
Yeah,
That shit's fire.
with your fucking Obey crew neck on.
bro. Get me hard. Trying to give me a burner, bro.
Like Top Osiris's.
Imagine it's 2012, dude.
Yeah.
I just pulled up to your lame ass party
Damn.
Nick,
with
do you
my
have any
crew.
Osiris's?
It's 8 dudes and 2 chicks.
I had 2 pairs of Osiris.
Ratio is fire.
I'm
I've had 2
rocking
pairs.
2 pairs of
An
Osiris's.
Obey
Yeah.
crew neck.
Did you have Osiris's? I bet you didn't with your broke ass.
I had some DCs.
Yeah.
I was
No,
broke.
dude. I had some Ken Block. Like the fucking
Rest in
street
peace.
racer. I had his DCs and they were like green and it had like slime coming down and they were sick.
Damn.
It looked like a pair of Osiris's, dude. It was sick as fuck.
Sick as fuck.
Ken Ball, you did like the stock cars, like the fucking
Yeah.
the drifting.
You
and
were
shit.
even like a real
4th, 5th,
skater.
and 6th grade, Osiris's were like that shit was cool as fuck. Low-key.
You weren't even a real skater though.
Bro,
Oh my
don't
God,
have to
you
be
did not
You don't have to be a
skate.
real skater to wear high top Osiris's. You just have to fucking be edgy for the
See,
age, dude.
dude. When I went,
That's it.
when I was in middle school, I transferred halfway to like a nice like all white middle school, but there was a skate park right next to like literally like right next to the fucking parking
It was
lot.
like
See,
in
that
the
is-
fucking parking lot.
Yeah, it was
That is-
virtually, and there was like this huge park, but and like part of it was a skate park, and it was like you could spit in the skate park from the fucking parking lot.
That's so like I think that's like the main reason y'all had like Edmond North had like a group of like skaters, but like the other
Well,
schools. I
no,
feel like
there
really
was
didn't.
like a hard skate culture at the middle school I went to, and if you did wear skate shoes and didn't skate, you would get called out for that shit.
See, that's how
Like
I
if
felt.
you didn't skate, you did not rock DCs and shit.
See,
poser,
I never wore like.
Yeah, you were called a poser.
you're a
I just
poser.
wore the
You didn't wanna get
Osiris's
called a
and I had
poser.
a single pair of DCs.
The Osiris got a pass. Those are the
Osiris's,
yeah.
that's like a streetwear
Those
shoe,
were
dude.
barely. You can't fucking skate in
Yeah,
those
they're, like,
Osirises. Yeah.
It's like a streetwear shoe.
I'd still call you a poser.
Then in 9th grade, I was longboarding a little, bro. Or in 8th grade.
That
I
doesn't
do
count,
remember
yeah.
the longboard.
Doesn't count.
Like,
I had wearing
yeah,
a
it doesn't
fucking
count as a
hockey puck glove and
doesn't count as a skater.
Sparks flying
Yeah.
up, dude.
See, that was kind of gay.
Longboarding.
Yes.
Longboarding was gay. It was like for people that wanted to skate but couldn't.
Yeah, I didn't have like enough skills to skate.
I wiped the fuck out a few times.
It was, dude. It was like skateboarding
Yeah.
for uncoordinated people.
Yeah, that explains why you wiped out a few times.
I was always a fucking pretty big kid, though, bro. I feel like I
Whoa,
was never destined
whoa.
to do any like skateboarding.
That's a myth. Big Black.
He couldn't skate.
Bro, he could get
He
on the board.
busted ass every time he got on the board.
Bro.
That was like a regular punchline on Robin Big.
But he also landed some skate tricks.
No, he didn't.
Like I probably could have figured something out eventually. I had this pro
Shh.
scooter,
Show me a video of Big Black hitting a kickflip.
bro. I had
Bro, there's probably
Rest
one
in
out there.
peace.
Y'all ever been on a pro scooter?
I bet you there is a video out there of Big Black hitting a kickflip.
The bearings and shit on
Scootering
pros.
is lame as fuck amongst all those. If you brought a scooter to a skate park, even if you could kill it on
Even
that
if you could
scooter,
fucking tail whip.
even if you could do all that shit, and there's some people that used to show up who could really do some shit on the scooter, you were gay, like capital G gay. Got no
Nah, dude.
respect.
Scootering sick. Never heard of Tanner Fox, bro?
No. Is that a professional scooterer?
That's a professional scooterer turned vlogger who's famous on YouTube.
That's dumb as fuck.
No, he is cold.
Who?
Who, Tanner Fox?
Yeah, Tanner Fox. Yeah.
He's nice, dude.
scooting.
No,
And
there's
life,
bro. See, Joe's kind of glazing him right now, but no, scooter wise, he's pretty crazy. Like, I've seen that kid do some shit on scooters. Like, I didn't think was like possible.
Well, if he had showed up to my skate park when I was in middle school, he would have been
Got his ass whooped.
disrespected by me
He's
and my
not very
friends.
tough, bro. He's kind of a little like.
Me and my friends would have stopped smoking weed out of our monster can to turn around and call him a fag.
Yeah, he probably would have gotten clowned, honestly, because
Pulled up with sponsors though.
yeah, I don't know.
What is that? Pull up with sponsors, like
With like a
like
representative
wearing.
You're like, oh,
Fucking
shit,
Rob
that's the
Dyrdek.
kid that has like sponsored by whatever, you know.
No, dude, we had kids that were sponsored at our park too, so
Dang,
we
so it
would've
wouldn't
been
have been
like,
special.
fuck you.
Yeah. Was anybody sponsored by World Industries?
no, we had a kid sponsored by Spitfire though.
See, that's pretty up there.
Dude, he was legit, bro. I don't know whatever the fuck happened to him, dude. I'm not gonna say his name, but dude, this kid like could really fucking skate.
There's
And
some
like
kids like
fucking
that.
no, like had like real sponsors and like competed and stuff. And
that's
he was
intense.
like the best.
Was he vert or was he street?
Probably street, considering that we don't have any
It
big
was
skate
like
parks.
mostly street skating. He could do some vert shit though. Cause that skate park, everyone dabbled in like the vert shit. But that was the only skate park. So if you ever wanted to skate outside of like you skated.
I remember we used to go to.
Street. Do people even still say that? Like street or
I have
vert?
no
Like I don't
idea.
even know.
I think it's still like a part of like the competitions. Like, rather it's gonna be like a street competition or like a street category or vert category.
Yeah, I guess there still has to be that distinction. I have no clue. I'm out of the skateboarding loop, like long out of it.
Yeah, there
Damn,
wasn't
you don't
many.
fuck with Nigel Houston, bro.
Oh yeah, but
Ryan
he's been
Sheckler.
fucking famous since I was like 14
But
years
is he
old.
still like the best?
He's still
Bro,
cold as fuck.
Ryan
Nigel.
Sheckler is the best.
I don't think.
I don't think Sheckler competes still, dude.
I don't think
Nigel Houston, I saw he competed. What was that clip he went viral? It was like that competition.
recent.
It was like a competition in Rome. That was like within the last 2 years.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Nike'd out and shit.
No, he's a big Nike dude. Yeah, fucking Paul Rodriguez. Paul Rodriguez was like the first big Nike skater,
He was a good.
if I remember that right. Like the P Rods.
Yeah, I think so.
I remember the Janowskis, dude.
Yeah, the Stefan Janowskis. That
Janowski
was
was a fire shoe for a while.
that.
Janowskis went hard. Dude.
That was like Nike's breakthrough skate shoe. I didn't know anyone who owned the P Rods.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Bro, do you remember the shoe that had the fucking gorilla on it? Like the Jeremy Scott or whatever?
Yeah.
What the fuck was up with that?
I don't know. That's like a step too far. It's like a stuffed
Yeah,
animal is
like
in your
half
shoe.
of a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
It's kind of sus.
I don't know, sus, but it was extra.
Almost sus, dude.
And like, how do you clean the fucking monkey? Like,
In the fucking washing machine, dude.
fuck no.
Remember Puya, the rapper?
Yeah.
So I remember he was like, pull up in my Stefan Janowskis.
Yeah. No, Puya was cool, dude.
Feeling like Mario, I got you ducking shells.
No, I used to fuck with Puya hard.
SoundCloud.
Puya and
rap
Fat
in
Nick.
general. Like
Well,
SoundCloud
bro.
rap before like the wave of mainstream.
No,
SoundCloud
dude,
rap,
Gold
dude.
Link. You remember Gold Link?
Yeah, I remember
No,
Gold
bro. Gold Link, Puya, Fat Nick, Suicide Boys. Gold Link wasn't really in that loop, but he was popping at the same
Puya, I
time.
remember Puya was like the dude for a little bit.
Puya was like, he
Within,
was like
like,
the
what we were-
underground dude. Well, not like underground, but like he was that dude.
Yeah. Like in my eyes, at one point, Puya was bigger than Post Malone. Like in my eyes, because like I feel like at the same time the White Out.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think Puya was ever that big, but
Well, I
For,
feel
like,
like, you
the
don't even-
underground, like-
Were you listening to underground music back then, dude?
yes, I had SoundCloud. I was with it.
I don't
used
know,
to be
man.
Puya was huge,
big into
but he never
SoundCloud.
like made it to like stardom.
Anderson Paak, that's someone that got more famous down the line, but had a big SoundCloud buzz. He had the
Yeah.
drugs song.
I feel
Anderson
like
Paak was
Post
fire.
Malone used to be like in that like plethora of fucking underground SoundCloud.
Only
rap.
because of our area. He was a little popping in our area
Well, do
because
you
he
remember
was
when
from
y'all went and
Texas.
saw him and you guys were like, remember we used to hang out at like apartment pools during the summer,
Yeah.
and like do bad things. You guys were like,
I did good things.
Do you want to do you want to see Post Malone tonight? And I was like, who the fuck is Post Malone? And then you guys
I'm pretty
were
sure I
like,
showed you the fucking song.
no, and you guys were like, it's the dude who sings White Iverson, because I had heard the song White Iverson. And I was like, oh, and I was like, how much is it? And you guys were like $15, and I was like, fuck no, like that's 3/4 of my money. I was like, no way.
I'm gonna be broke after this.
No, dude, I went, bro. It was fucking.
wish I'd gone.
No,
In
dude,
retrospect.
it was a face tatless, like
Young.
4 songs on SoundCloud. Post Malone, dude.
Like
How many
no
people were at the
zero
concert?
studio albums, bro.
How many people went to the concert?
I got pissed again.
I don't know, bro. Not a lot. It was like fucking like 30 people or something. But he was well, he was playing at camps, and so a lot of people were just like already there. You know
Said
what
he
I'm
would-
saying? Like they weren't there like for
Yeah,
the
I've
show.
seen other people.
Yeah.
You said he wouldn't play White Iverson?
No, he played White Iverson twice. Joe's talking about another song that we had fucked with heavy at the time. It was really to get into it, dude. Fucking, there was a dude who went. I had a homie whose cousin went to school in Texas, and he once came up here and was like, there's this dude, Bryce, that raps at my school who's cold as fuck, and put us on to him. And we fucked with his music, and there is this dude And like he had Post Malone on a few songs. So like we already kind of knew about him like when it happened.
Damn, so y'all saw Post Malone like early, probably before White Iverson. Not like saw him, but you knew about him before White Iverson.
Yeah, no, we knew about him before White Iverson.
Did we know a dude who like knew a dude who knew him?
I just told that to Trey.
Oh, yeah.
But no, yeah, it came from another dude at his high school who rapped.
He's not from that far from here.
There
He's
was
from, like, fucking
there was another dude
Fort Worth, right?
who was creating buzz like in his area, and my homie's cousin went to school with them and fucking once came over to Oklahoma and was visiting and was like, I gotta put y'all onto these dudes, like they're sick as fuck. They go to my school, like they're about to be big as fuck. And it was mainly the other dude, like the not Post Malone
Bryce
guy.
Hankins.
It was his name was Bryce Hankins.
Yeah, I remember,
and a dude who should not have quit rapping.
I remember he was cold, yeah.
Well, dude, if
He had
you
a
look,
feature from
all
Post
his
Malone.
shit's gone because, dude, Post Malone took off, and then I go to my SoundCloud, and this dude's shit's gone. Bryce Hankins, because he
Damn.
used to have Post Malone on, like the little songs that were making like the little bit of noise he had at the time,
Yeah.
and then I wondered maybe that was like a label. I don't know how the fuck that works.
Maybe
yeah.
they gave him some money to take that shit down because it's probably dog shit compared to like.
Yeah, they probably didn't want his shit on there.
No, dude, and Post Malone used to just spit. Like, we had never heard him sing.
he was a he's not even a
until White
rapper.
Iverson. No, he was a fucking rapper, yeah.
Like this dude's like a singer now.
Yeah, he's like up
He's
there
like
with the
a pop.
guitar and shit. No, it was
No,
none
now
of
he's
that.
like pop.
Yeah, no, these weren't like fucking pop songs.
Well, we talked about that on the last podcast.
They were
bro.
rapping about like selling coke
When
and shit.
people become a certain level of fame, they lose their genre, and it's just pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most rappers that get that big become pop.
Fucking
Most
no,
indie
that
rock
shit was
too,
trippy.
bro. A lot of times, like
Taylor
Fall
Swift.
Out Boy.
Dude. Fallout Boy fucking...
Panic at the Disco. Like, have you heard a fucking new Panic at the Disco song? Isn't it just like that one
It's
dude?
just, well,
And
Panic
it's
at
like-
the Disco was 4 dudes for like one fucking album. And then it was like 2 dudes. And then for like the last like 10, 12 years, it's been like one guy.
But there's not even like a band. It's just like a fucking track.
Yeah, it's just like a dude. Yeah. Well, that I think can play like all the instruments and shit.
But it's like a
Right.
fucking like.
Well, it's like a full pop song with like a
Yeah.
drum machine and yeah.
Yeah, sad. What could
It
have
is
been?
what it is, I guess, man. Like, but there is something about playing real music versus like, something that's off a computer, dude. Like, especially I think live.
Yeah,
like, you
live
see a
is-
DJ just bumping shit, and then you like actually see somebody playing music, dude.
Yeah,
I feel like it hits a different string with you that
definitely. I'd say hits a more personal string, but it's also, I don't know. You're more appreciative of it in the moment, especially if it's good, versus like a DJ. I feel like a good band will stand out to you when you hear it live, versus like a DJ. They all like sound the same.
it's almost
Dude.
like when it's like a pre-recorded like beat or something. It's like the music had already happened, and like when you're listening to live music that's like played, it's like the music is happening now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
to me, it just
I haven't
feels
thought about
different.
it like that.
dude.
But
Have you seen any bands live?
Yeah, dude. Remember we
Oh,
saw
yeah,
My
you
Chemical
saw
Romance
MCR,
last
yeah.
summer?
when we went to the Lake of the Ozarks, we saw like live bands every night.
Dude, that band
And
was good as fuck. That
There was a
one
few
band,
that
dude.
were like really good.
That one they said was from Kansas City or something, and they're playing all those songs. Dude, that shit, they were good as fuck.
Dude, no,
In
fucking
Charleston, bro.
seeing fucking someone perform a song that like you listen to on your own like every day is crazy, dude.
It is. No, My Chemical Romance tripped me out, dude.
Bro, seeing Migos live, like I've seen a shit ton of people live, dude, and like one of the ones that stick out in my head out of all of them, bro, is fucking Migos, bro.
Was it like as good or like?
Dude,
Like
like
timing.
no, it was like a real performance that these dudes have to like. They would have had to have been like rehearsing that and shit. Like they were hitting the ad libs and everything. Like And like I don't know, they're almost kind of like rotating around each other the whole time. It was trippy as fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
No,
No.
Migos were cold as fuck. I feel like in today's we underrate them, but like how good like they were when it came to how well they worked together.
Dude, I used to fucking
pretty insane.
love Migos, and I saw them live, and it was one of the best like live
Did you
performances.
say Russell Westbrook came on stage?
Russell Westbrook came out on stage when
Yeah.
that shit happened.
I remember
This shit
this.
was like January 2017.
Yeah, I remember seeing it on Twitter.
No, yeah, that was like a viral moment.
That's sick as fuck, dude. Westbrook was hype as fuck at one point.
He was like the fucking king of Oklahoma at one
He
point.
was
Yeah,
like
he's an
the
Oklahoma
king of
legend.
Fucking basketball at one point, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got MVP. That
Average
year
a
and
triple
shit.
double.
Because he's
for
cool,
3
dude.
straight
It's because he's that
seasons.
good and he's cool too.
But no,
He's
it was
like-
that. It was that following summer he got MVP.
It's because KD.
2017, yeah.
James Harden, dude. He was kind of like, bro. When I remember seeing where James Harden got his MVP and like Travis Scott did his Astroworld shit, because Travis Scott's like from Houston.
Yeah, that had to be huge for Houston.
That was a sick. Like if you watch that online, that's a sick performance.
No,
bro.
Houston Harden was fucking prime Harden.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when
It's insane.
When I saw Travis Scott in Dallas for the Astro World Tour, dude, Travis Scott went hard as fuck,
And
dude.
he was good.
But I saw Trippie Redd and Gunna. Well, first of all, Sheck West. It was supposed to be Sheck West, Gunna, and then Trippie Redd, bro. And
Okay.
Sheck West didn't show up.
Wasn't that like Primo Bamba, Sheck West?
It was right. It was prime no Mo Bamba.
Oh,
It was
okay. Hell yeah.
so he didn't come up.
Oh, he didn't fucking play?
He didn't play, dude. And then, so I think Trippie Redd came out first, and like the dude couldn't really sing or anything, bro. And he was kind of doing his shit and looked awkward out there, and it wasn't good at all, bro. And bro, this dude Gunna came out, and he was like, his songs are already kind of like, nah, 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 like, and he was just kind of doing his shit and like not moving very much on stage. And I was like, he looked regular as fuck, and you just saw no like talent actively being displayed. And I remember just thinking about, I was like, dude, this could be anybody in the crowd right now up on stage. Like this dude is, I don't know, I don't want to say talentless bum, bro, but like I paid money to be there, and I was like, this dude's not a performer. I was like, this is like anybody. This could be like somebody from my high school, dude. Like, but then Travis Scott came out, and he was like prime time. He was like the real deal, bro.
Dude, I feel like, though, in fairness, seeing an artist, especially a rapper, early in their career is always going to be rough.
Bro, I
For
don't,
a
I
live
don't know.
show. That
So-
was pretty early in Trippie and Gunna's, like, they were like both newly famous people back
They
then.
were-
So
Yeah.
speaking
Yeah.
on the same thing, I saw Travis at probably the same point in his career when he opened up for Kendrick, and he's probably bigger than Gunna and Trippie at this point. But his concert, like even when he was the opener, he was still cold as fuck.
Well, he's a performer.
Well, he's
bro.
He pulled
different.
out the
Travis,
bird and
he was
everything.
like,
Like,
he's like
he's
one
a
of them
legitimate
ones.
performer.
He wasn't the opener though. Big Baby Drum was the opener, and it was Darren Prime Broccoli.
Drum, like, yeah, in the middle of the party, bitch, get off.
Yeah, he was in the see the arena wasn't filled up at this point, and Drum was like in the fucking crowd, like walking around that shit with it, playing Broccoli.
Was Yachty there?
No, it was Travis and then Kendrick. Kendrick was like the main act, and
But no,
Kendrick
Travis
was
can
insane
I
actually
saw
too.
Kendrick when he was in Oklahoma. That was like
He performed like all his songs.
2 Julys ago. I think it was maybe like exactly one. It was right when he dropped Mr. Morale.
He
and the
performs
Big
all
Steppers.
his lyrics. Like doesn't
That was like a year and a half ago.
See, he's up there too.
doesn't like play the rap song over it. He actually like raps his lyrics.
I feel like out of all of
I have something to say about that.
out of
actually.
all the rappers I've seen, like just like production wise and everything, the overall best performance, I might have to give it to Kendrick Lamar. And dude, Baby Keem was a big part of that show, and also he was a big part of Kendrick's set and did his own set before Kendrick came on. And Baby Keem was good as fuck too, especially dude, because like I just said earlier, like usually when you see a rapper like during their blow up, like it's rough. But
his
fucking
wasn't.
dude, Baby Keem came out and delivered. Then
Learned
came out
everything from
again
Kendrick.
with fucking Kendrick on there, and fucking went hard as fuck.
Baby King.
What were you about to say? Speaking on the rappers performing.
Yeah, so my freshman year when I was in the fraternity at UCO, we were collaborating with like we were in Pike at UCO and then there's Pike at OU,
Yeah.
and we were collaborating with them and we
I know this
had
story.
put funds together to have a concert. And Sway Lee was supposed to headline it, right?
Yep.
Last second, dude, like the day before, Sway Lee canceled on us. So Sway Lee's not coming, and like everyone was bummed as fuck, and they're like big news guys, like we did snag Famous Dex, and everyone's just kind of like, okay, like all right, like I guess we're still having a concert. Like that was kind of like what people are like. That's their vibe. This dude comes out, and I mean he's doing his shit, but I'm like. It's just him running around and making random ad-libs and saying stuff while his tracks are playing in the background. This dude like got down to like he was wearing like slides, like compression shorts. He like stripped down to that shit, and like they're playing like Tokyo, like I just popped his hand 50,000 in
Tokyo was
Japan,
fire.
and it's just playing.
That
He's
would have
not-
had to have been like a
Bro,
week
he's
after
not
that
rapping.
dropped.
This dude's just in his underwear, walking around the stage, going like Dexter, like whoa. And I was like,
a Dexter.
is this actual talent? I was
Bro,
Dude,
prime
but
talent.
considering the era you were in and the era the whole world was in when you saw that concert, is that not kind of a special moment though?
like that. I was in an era where such mediocrity could be propped up, and like. Yeah, like Famous Dex, like hell yeah! I'm glad we paid and came out to this. I guess
He
kinda.
got in his underwear.
There is some novelty in that.
You kind of got him at probably his prime career too.
Yeah. I
Yeah, that
guess.
would have been. Well, dude, I don't think he's doing good. There's like,
I don't think he's doing
Famous Dex,
good.
dude.
yeah, there's like videos of him not doing good.
He's
Yeah.
just like the other one. The one thinks he's a vampire.
Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I put
that
them in
shit's
the same
so-
category.
You should not put Playboy Cardi and Famous Dex in the same category.
I feel like
I
they
mean,
are.
dude,
They're like.
are
right
they
in
not the same category? Like, I get that one's more successful than the other,
Like,
but do they not kind of
leagues
do the same
more
thing?
successful? Nah, they don't do the same thing. You're not really listening. Neither of y'all. If you
No.
think they are like the same thing, Famous Dex and Playboy Cardi,
They're pretty.
like
close.
you haven't really listened.
Well,
Like,
just like I feel like the dark, mysterious shit, and you're like also like Satan, like
which Famous Dex never did.
that shit is so.
That shit's lame.
It's just corny.
He was
as
just
fuck,
wild.
dude. It's just corny because no one thinks that like maybe like you could trick a kid into being like, oh fuck, like Playboy
not Marilyn
Cardi,
Manson.
like he's linked in with.
Dude, but the thing
Satan
is,
and-
to these kids today, he is Marilyn Manson. Like that is like the new,
Yeah. See,
like
we can't speak on what the kids think because we don't think like them.
Yeah.
And
I
I think
fuck
the
with
kids
Playboy
do.
Cardi.
As an adult, it's like to me, it's corny. Bro. As
Him
a dude who's probably like
running
about my age.
around wearing a thong is wild, and I don't
Yeah, I mean,
condone
you touched on
that.
that,
But
man.
no, I fuck with Playboy Cardi, and I fucked with him a long time, dude. I had an opportunity to meet Playboy Cardi, like early
didn't
in the
take
Cardi
it?
career. I turned it down. Well, dude, no, he wasn't big at all back then, dude.
I remember this shit. Yeah.
No, dude. So it's fucking. This literally would have been right after. It was like early 2017, and the song "Broke Boy" was going viral as fuck. Like that video of like the bitch sucking his dick in the music video and shit. Like that shit was going viral as fuck, and a lot of people did already know who he was. But we were fucking with that shit, and he hopped on that Famous Dex remix, the "Freak on a Bitch" remix.
Oh, yeah.
That was like his two big things then. And he was playing a show at like a sneaker store or something. And my roommate was good friends with the guy that had set this whole thing up, like linked him with this owner of the store or whatever. And they were like, we're going to this show tonight, and then like we're all gonna chill and like go out. And I was just like, I'm not feeling it tonight. Like I was tired as fuck and just went to bed. And like apparently like my roommates had like smoked with Playboy Cardi and shit and kicked it after the show.
And I remember you telling me
Damn.
about that, but it wasn't a big deal because
It didn't mean anything back then. And bro, they could have made that shit up too, low key.
Yeah, I mean they could have made it up.
It would have been a weird thing to make up back then.
I think they actually
It
did.
wouldn't have been as valid back then.
Because this was pre Millie Rock type shit, dude.
This was pre that whole. There wasn't an album.
Pre
or anything.
Uzi.
No, yeah, well,
Uzi might have
left,
Uzi was
right,
already
left,
active,
right
dude.
might have come out already, or
Maybe
I
all
don't
this.
know.
I think
They had
fucking
that one
XO Tour
song.
Life had been out, dude. That shit was already out.
this would have been like right before EXO Tour Life dropped.
See the Uzi shit. I think Uzi is talented.
Uzi's still cold, bro. The song, like, you can say what you want about like how he presents himself to the public and shit, but if you look at the track record, just record sales and fucking the songs he's dropping, like he's still got it, dude.
Well, dude, first of all,
He's better. He's
first
better
of all,
at
he can
rapping.
fucking dance, bro. Like, how many performers in this rap space can dance, bro? This hip hop space. Didn't
Like him and
dance
Chris
used to
Brown.
be associated with hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, how many people in hip hop can fucking dance?
It's associated with hip hop, not rap.
I mean, no, dude. The best rappers have never been able to dance. Like
Best
fucking
hip-hop.
Tupac doesn't dance. Fucking Nas
Biggie,
dance.
Jay-Z.
Biggie
yeah,
doesn't
but
dance.
they're more
Jay-Z
like
doesn't
Lil Wayne.
rappers, bro. I'm talking about like hip hop in the sense like
See, I would say R&B and dance has always been intertwined.
R&B for
Like
sure.
if you look at Usher, if you look at Ray J, like bro, their
like,
videos, they're
hip
dancing.
hop focused pop music, which is pretty much what Uzi produces, dude. And Playboy Cardi. Like, I feel like there's historically dance involved with that. Like MC Hammer.
Yeah, that type of. I get what you're saying.
Like MC Hammer.
Like Ice Ice Baby.
I don't even know if I know what MC Hammer looks like.
You don't know the fucking Can't Touch This?
Oh, he's wearing like the gold.
Yeah,
thing.
And
you
you know Ice
know.
Ice Baby's like fucking jerking and shit, dude. Or doing like a running man. It's like another jerk.
Well, yeah, there's always been like that category of rap, like hip hop rap
Well,
that
it's like
involved dancing.
mainstreamed hip hop.
Soulja Boy.
See Soulja Boy, yeah.
Soulja Boy
That's the same.
was
man.
cold because he was doing dances the kids could do at home. It wasn't like Chris Brown who does this super rehearsed, choreographed dance with a backflip at the end of it. Soulja Boy would crank out a dance
He's cranking that Soulja Boy.
and then
Kids at home were doing
you
it.
could do it at home.
See, he's that's another testament to how he was ahead of his time.
No, he was ahead of
Isn't
his
like
time.
the principle of TikTok? Like, isn't TikTok like based on like doing dances you can do at your house?
Bro, a lot of people hear Soulja Boy and like Soulja Boy, like, but I'm like, dude.
He started
like,
all this
dude,
shit.
the internet would look different if it weren't for Soulja Boy. Like, I think a lot of the
See,
things.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
I think a lot of the things that Soulja Boy brought to the table, obviously they would have been brought to the table eventually by
Yeah,
someone else.
That's what I'm.
And even if Soulja Boy didn't exist, someone probably would have brought them to the table at the same time. But like how
He's
new
a pioneer in that space. dude.
how new it was, like the shape it's taken on today, like he helped make that shape. And if it was someone else, I think like the overall end result would end up looking slightly different.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and it's hard to say what would have happened if something didn't happen.
Yeah.
But it seems like a lot of like the internet was still gonna happen. People looking to the internet for entertainment is still gonna happen.
Yeah.
Same formulas are probably gonna be effective, bro, with like getting people to dance at their house, having a catchy song, promoting yourself on social media.
Like, bro, was Soulja Boy the first person to fucking vlog?
We were watching some pretty early Soulja Boy vlogs,
Bro, I used to watch that shit as a kid.
with his
bro.
sidekick,
He
his
w-
iced out
He
Xbox
was
controller.
the
and shit.
only fucking rapper that like he was like the first celebrity to be famous for like a song or something, but like share their life on the internet at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, bro, because
Like
you
Dan
could
Cook.
go look him up, see him on MySpace. He had the YouTube channel. He was active
You
as
could
fuck
call him
on-
at like 1-800 Soulja Boy or whatever. You remember that?
yeah.
No, I don't think it was. It was like a random number, but
It's the number in the song. Remember Kiss Me Through the Phone? You know they yell out a phone number in that? That's the number.
Oh yeah.
No, bro, he's a genius.
That's kind of genius. Dude.
You can't convince me Soulja Boy's not a
I know.
genius.
I mean, Soldier Boy, genius, dude.
No,
He is a
like-
genius.
It's easy to discredit him because he's not popular now, and like people think he's kind of cringy, but like he has a spot in history, dude. Like he has a spot in history.
No, dude.
He does for sure.
Yeah, I'm about to grab another beer.
Yeah, take another piss. Cut.
I gotta pee.
Excited about some new games coming up. Elden Ring being the DLC being one.
See,
Elden Ring,
there's
is it Elden Ring 2?
no, it's just DLC.
It's just the DLC.
Oh, it's
Good
just, like,
time to get into
extended
the
Elden
game.
Ring?
It looks so
Basically.
fucking good, dude. I saw that trailer and I was like, oh, there's no way I'm not playing that. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
What made you think that you weren't? Because you said, like, right when you got home today, you were like, I don't really want to play it.
I don't know. I don't even know what I was thinking. I was like reminded of how good of a game that was when I was watching that trailer.
But I do get the
I
point.
was
Like,
just tripping.
it is a lot. Like, Elden Ring is a lot. Like, there's a lot to the game. But I feel like if you've already played it, it makes it easier. But I feel like it's also, it's not a hard game to get into.
It's a
I
hard
feel
game
like
to
either.
play. It's hard.
Oh, yeah. Skill level,
fuck,
it's the
dude.
hardest game I've ever played.
Didn't Elon Musk say it was like the most beautiful art he's ever seen or something?
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
dude.
surprised.
He
It was
Did
said-
he
game.
say all that about it? I never played
He
it.
said it was like
Bro.
an alien made it.
No, it's the best, like,
bro.
animated
I
graphic.
game share with you,
wise.
so Elden Ring's on your Xbox.
Oh, for real?
I mean, yeah, dude. No, Elden Ring's one of the greatest games ever made, bro.
It was game of the year.
Yeah, it was a game of the year that year.
And it had, like, me, I never even played that type of game before. I played it and played it all the way through, played it until I beat it. And it had multiple other people I know, like Brandon Roan played it. He never played games like that. Like, there's a ton of people it brought into, like, that space of gaming where, like, you wouldn't know what it is, but it's called, like, the Dark Souls type games.
No, it like it made it like a full genre.
Yeah,
After
it
that,
brought
yeah.
a ton of, like, I guess, news and all that, like, hype
Kinda
to
like
the
Lord of
genre.
Rings, right?
So, like in theme,
Yeah,
yes.
I guess.
But so pretty much how these games work, bro. It's like you and a sword, and you're constantly fighting bosses, right?
How many bosses per story?
Well, no, just like I'm just talking about like Souls games. These types of games, they call them Souls-like Souls game, like based on the original game Dark Souls.
There's a big difference between them and Elden Ring, though, and that being that all the Dark Souls games are, like, linear in terms of, like, you just keep moving forward in the story. But in Elden Ring, it doesn't tell you where to go. It, like,
Yeah, well, dude, just at the base like concept of how these games work, it's pretty much like you're a dude with like a sword and a shield, right? And
Yeah.
you're working towards these boss battles, but every fight is like fucking hard. Like you have to dodge perfectly, like you have to find openings. And fucking, I don't know, it makes
You
for
have to
like
work to get certain shit before you can take down the bosses like progressively.
yes.
so
Elden Ring wise, yes. I haven't played the others.
Elden Ring, most of these games aren't open world, like Elden Ring. Like it's kind of like you're playing through levels almost. But Elden Ring is like an open world game where you can go like pretty much wherever the fuck you want off rip. But like if you stray from like where you're pretty much supposed to be going, like you're gonna get fucked up so quick.
Well,
like,
if you're the best Elden Ring player, could you come in with like the lowest stats and like beat the game in a day?
Yes. There's people that beat
Yeah.
Elden Ring in, like, 30, 45 minutes.
no, it's been like crazy sped run
Oh,
and
for
shit
real?
at this point.
But they
Yeah.
also,
The
there's...
record's like sub 1 hour.
Well, it depends on, like, hacks or no hacks.
I don't know what the
In
record
terms
is.
of, like, hacks, I mean, like, there's, like, certain things you can do in Elden Ring to, like, skip to certain bosses. Like, you don't have to take the way. You can, like, do a glitch where it
How do you know that you
skips
won the
on.
game? Is there one
You beat the
main
final boss.
Well, no, yeah, no. There's like a clear. There's still like a story,
Yeah.
but there's also, dude, a common thing is that every story in a game like that makes no sense whatsoever. Dude, I think, there's like a Star Wars version that like takes the same idea. Have you ever seen those?
No, I've seen that. Yeah.
Dude, so me personally, I didn't really like those games. I thought they were just kind of like a little boring. But if you want to like test out if you like that type of game, I would like download that on Game Pass or something and try it out,
The
dude.
Star Wars one or Elden Ring?
Elden Ring.
No, we used to play Elden Ring just fucking regardless, dude. But no, those Star Wars games are like a good example.
No, once that DLC releases, everybody like that I would say is probably gonna be playing Elden Ring.
Yeah, everyone's gonna hop back on Elden Ring. Elden Ring's sick too because you can play with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
like
I
the
could
first game
join
like
your
that.
world and help you take down a boss.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, there's so many. It's infinite of like things you can do. You know, like how in certain games, there's still this in Elden Ring, but there's like a meta of like use these certain weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
To be good. Elden Ring, that shit's just like infinite. Like
There's a lot of different ways.
there is metas, but there's like
You can
10
tackle it.
metas that people are good with.
So most of these games, like Liza P, is probably like the most recent, like Souls like fucking banger
Great
that
game.
came out. That
Amazing
was a
game.
fucking great game. It's usually just you're with a sword, and that's that. But Elden Ring, dude, you can like build up your character so that he's like really good at finding a big opening and making like big hits, or you can make him like super quick and speedy to just land like single hits, or you can just pull like a whole like 180 and become like a wizard that like casts spells on him and shit.
Should be like a blood fucking fighter or like a poison fighter.
That's kind of like UFC if you think about
Dude, it kind of is like,
Like-
UFC, yeah.
Because you could be like a wrestler who just fucks people up. You could be like an Israel Adesanya.
Striker.
A merger, like a GSP.
Damn.
Like, but-
Translating your soul style to your fighting style.
Because that's kind of how MMA is in real life. Like, there's not one proven way to be the best UFC
Damn.
fighter, dude.
Like Justin Gaethje is like a strength dex build.
Like I feel
Oh,
like
God.
there's no meta in the UFC, dude.
Brandon Moreno's like straight speed.
See, bro, there kind of is a meta in the UFC.
We
If
think
you do think about
fucking-
it.
Right now, it's
Well,
fucking wrestling.
Khabib and motherfuckers having the Dagestani and
Well,
wrestling background.
there's not. It's not as clear defined as like Call of Duty, where it's like this is the meta. This is what you want to do if you have to win. But I mean, we saw
to be a
like,
trend.
dude, like calf kicks entered the meta, where like calf kicks got real popular, taking people's backs off spinning strikes. If you look like a year, 2 years ago, taking people's backs off spinning, you're seeing a lot of fights end that way. And
What's the meta right now, you'd say, in the UFC?
Dude, I feel like there isn't one, dude.
there's no real clear cut like technique.
'Cause,
UFC
look
is
at
kinda wild
Islam,
right
bro.
now.
Look at Islam Makhachev and look at
Khamzat?
Alex Pereira, dude.
I will
Like,
say
those are
a
two
better
dudes-
comparison is grappling. If you look at grappling right now, just jujitsu, the meta is you're either like a super power wrestler or you're like a super technical leg lock guy.
Yeah.
So like
Kinda
yeah,
have
I
two
feel like that's
ways
a
to
better example to put it. Like the ADCC has a meta.
Leg
No,
lock.
yeah. Because the
Jiu-jitsu's meta is leg lock.
Because jiu-jitsu, I feel like inherently is easier to gain, bro.
You're either like Nick Rodriguez or you're like fucking Mitchell Musumeci.
Like, it's harder to
like
game a UFC fight than it is to, like, game a fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu match, dude.
Yeah. No, but
Because you can get punched in the face. There's too
there
many
are
elements, bro.
techniques you're starting to see.
Like, I feel like the thing, like, pulling a guard, bro, like, coming out and pulling guard is, like, being proven is not effective. Because, in jiu-jitsu, it can be effective, but I feel like it's less effective than it used to be because people are getting good at smashing past guards.
Yeah, I've seen it so much they want to.
Well, no, things fall out of the meta. Like closed guard is falling out of the meta
Because-
for fucking.
But I feel like it's almost was destined to because you can't lay on a back and win your fight. Bro.
When was the last time you
Like,
saw Gordon Ryan in closed guard on his back?
Never, bro.
Yeah.
He'll enter into angles, bro.
It's,
like,
but no, yeah, no. This it's a similar thing for like video games and shit.
yeah. Is WrestleMania coming up? When is WrestleMania?
I think WrestleMania is April 7th and 8th. Something like that.
So
I forget it's 2 days now.
Elimination Chambers this weekend, this Saturday.
So what does that determine for WrestleMania? Is that who faces?
Who's
the Raw champion? Seth Rollins.
Yeah, so the winner of the Elimination Chamber Saturday for men's will face Seth Rollins. And I think the winner of the Elimination Chamber for women will face the winner of Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley, which more than likely Rhea Ripley will retain at the Elimination Chamber and face whoever wins the Elimination Chamber at WrestleMania. Because I don't see them taking it away from Rhea Ripley to give the Nia Jax
Rhea
right now.
Ripley, bro, she's
like
that bitch, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's one of the
no,
only
the-
superstars.
She has star
female-wise.
power that I haven't seen in any of the other girls.
They're not taking away that title from Rhea Ripley.
There's something about her,
anytime
dude. I don't
soon.
know.
Yeah.
Like
And
when
the
I watch
other-
Rhea Ripley, there's something about her.
I
that's
haven't-
more special than the other. She's like the John Cena fucking girls, low-key, dude.
She is kind of like the John Cena of chicks, Rhea Ripley.
Mommy's always
She's
on top.
up there, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's, I don't know, she's like supposed to be a heel, but everybody loves her.
Yeah.
She's like the best of both right now.
She's too goddamn sexy being a heel, bro. She's
Then
like
we got,
level 10 muscle mommy.
Other women's will be the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, Bailey versus Io Sky.
Bailey fucking pud.
Dude, where's Bianca Belair in all this? Because I feel like in terms of just popularity, Bianca Belair
Does she have a
is
show?
like a clear no. Yeah, she's got a
She
show
does
with her
have
husband.
a show right now
Maybe
with
she's doing that
Montez
shit.
Ford. No, Bianca
She's probably
Belair's
getting
still
rich
day
as
to day,
fuck, dude.
but the women, they do it kind of different than the men. Like the women still switch out championships pretty often, unlike the men. Like even Seth Rollins has been champion since that title was introduced.
Which I don't understand. Like, why
Yeah,
would Seth
dude.
Rollins, who is like so,
He's the
to
only
in my
person.
eyes, is someone who's
He's
used
the
to
only
watch
person
WWE
Roman
as a
Reigns
kid.
has never beat.
I came back in, bro, started watching it as an adult. Seth Rollins is not impressive as a wrestler or a performer, dude. Like,
not,
on the
bro.
mic. Like, why? And, dude, is Roman Reigns that impressive?
He's not that impressive either.
Like,
There's
to be,
more
like,
impressive.
Pushing
like,
for a record and holding the title?
LA
It's
Knight.
time for the WWE to
I like LA
fucking
Knight, dude.
be done with this bloodline.
No,
No,
that shit's lame,
I-
dude. It's bad.
If like you could put money on it, I would put money that Roman Reigns loses the title at WrestleMania.
But that's
to Cody
what we
Rhodes.
need. Well, dude, I feel like it's Cody Rhodes' time.
It's Cody Rhodes'
dude,
time
I
for
mean,
sure.
I don't think they're gonna do Roman Reigns like that.
Dude,
bro.
I feel like
I gotta
the
take a picture
fact
quick,
that they actually changed it from Roman versus The Rock to Roman versus Cody Rhodes is almost a sign. Like it's pretty much them saying we're giving it to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. I also see it in the terms of like that shit with The Rock last week, where he was talking to Cody Rhodes, but also like looking directly at Roman Reigns.
Yeah, there was a
I think
lot of
that
people
shit
read
really
deep into
is.
that.
I think that shit really is like what people are reading into. Like I don't know. You never know because WWE will change their shit on like a dime. Kind of how they did the Cody Rhodes thing. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this was a planned storyline.
No, I feel like the WWE is gearing for like a shift.
Like, did they plan the shift between Roman Reigns fighting The Rock and Roman
It almost,
Reigns
bro.
fighting
So
Cody Rhodes?
I don't
That's
think
what we
they
were just
did,
talking
bro.
about.
But also, it almost seems like they could have because the WWE's really good at storytelling. And I don't feel like they would just pop in The Rock versus Roman just because.
I don't know, dude. Like, is the storyline that feeble that they're gonna change it just because like some people tweeted some shit?
I feel like The Rock versus Roman Reigns was just met with such negative reception. And, you know, we're in an era where just like a company can get instant feedback like that from their fans.
You think that's what it? You think that?
Dude, I literally think they just called an audible and it's probably something they've been considering for a long time.
You don't think it was like a genius ploy to like set it up so that people have sympathy for Cody Rhodes?
No, just like he was just saying, like that was not like a predetermined storyline.
Yeah, I don't think it
Like-
was, but if it was fucking genius. I could see it being because they are geniuses, and like they can flip that shit quick.
I
But
heard writing for the WWE is like a high-paying writing job.
that shit's hard.
That's supposed to be like one of the best, like highest paying, like big
I
writing
heard it's like
jobs.
It's like
a
the most
grind.
ruthless.
I heard
Yeah.
it's like cutthroat.
They
Yeah.
say that Vince McMahon will come in like
anymore,
the
but-
day before and just be like, "This is horse shit," and like throw it all in the trash can, and like you gotta, and it'll be like Sunday night, and you have
like
literally
Raw's in
like
12
10
hours.
hours until Raw starts, and you gotta fucking whip some shit up right there.
Dude, I don't know. That's kind of a cool job, dude. Like writing WWE stories.
That'd be cool as fuck.
Like, how do you? I mean, you probably get a job like that by being.
Sounds like a fucking ball and chain.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, bro. They probably offer that job to like comedians and like people who have written on TV shows. But
They offered it to Tony Hinchcliffe, I think.
Yeah,
and
they're talking
he
about that on
Turned
Joe
it down.
Rogan.
Yeah.
but he's announced. He's like guest announced on WWE.
Oh, for real.
He's like a huge because like Joe Rogan has him on anytime there's a WWE wrestler on.
What about
With the exception of like The Rock.
what
Oh,
about
really?
this man,
Yeah.
Pat McAfee?
What
Pat
the
McAfee,
fuck
dude.
about him?
Bro, he's now the 100% all-time announcer for Raw. Like,
Yeah.
took his shit from like kicker in the NFL to podcast to now like he's 100% all-time Raw announcer, which almost every announcer that comes through that they let announce like full-time becomes like a fucking iconic figure for like them.
Pat
For
McAfee blew
WWE.
up, dude. He has a show on YouTube.
No,
I
he's
feel like a lot
massive.
of-
That is
like-
crazy.
'cause, like,
how
people
that's
still
all
watch
worked out for
sports.
him.
People
Yeah.
still watch sports, but like people don't trust ESPN anymore because ESPN got all woke and shit, and people are like, I'm not fucking watching this bullshit anymore.
So now they
Pat
watch.
McAfee had like a show where they talk about sports like people talk about sports like with their friends, and I feel like they like took like a big part of that market share, and I don't know. I feel like Pat McAfee was onto something when he made that show, dude, and he's
No.
kind of blown the fuck because he has
No,
an ESPN
huge
job now,
move.
too. ESPN saw that and they were like, we want some of that. Like we're gonna offer him a contract. I guess that.
No, his show gets
Yeah.
posted on ESPN. He'll probably be announcing all pay-per-views now too for WWE.
Bro, he said off season he used to do open mics, like stand up.
I can see it. I'll fuck with Pat McAfee.
I like Pat McAfee.
No, he's a good dude.
I think it's funny. He's kind of funny because he's like an NFL veteran, but like he's a kicker. You know, at the same time, there's almost like some humor in that, like having a career in
Yeah.
like doing like this like ooh like tough thing, but he's like you can tell
The
he's
least
not like
tough thing in it.
he's not like a super
No,
tough
dude.
dude. or
Being a
anything.
kicker is sick,
He
dude.
just has a fucking boot. Like,
Yeah.
the motherfucker just
A
kick that
fucking
shit.
leg on him.
And it's, I feel like he recognizes that and then like works that angle to kind of like because he does have crazy insight into the NFL if you think about it because
Yeah.
He was in the NFL, yeah.
But
He's
at
like
the same time, he's not like your like
he's a Hall of Famer in the NFL too.
he's not like your stereotypical person you'd think was in the NFL. It's kind
Yeah.
of funny, dude. Like he gets that too. I feel like that's part of like his. I like Pat McAfee.
No, he's a good dude.
Now how he correlates with the WWE, I'm not.
He just started as a guest, bro.
That shit's sick. He probably just fucks with it.
Started as a guest, just like so many others. But like decided he wanted to fucking take that shit. Similar to Logan Paul.
Well,
Started
Logan
as a guest.
dude. Logan Paul's transition to the WWE, I think, is kind of genius.
That shit is crazy.
Because the people who watched his content when he first was becoming famous are now too old to think the type of content he was making is good.
But they can still get behind WWE.
Well, not even them, but he can now, with his platform, he's already famous, and he has Prime, which has been marketed to kids, and kids love Prime. He can
Yeah,
target, he
dude.
can crop a new fan base through the kids, through WWE. Like, it's kind of genius. Like, if he's in the WWE, kids watch WWE. And I think they're going to still watch WWE until, like, the seeable
Forever,
future.
bro.
So, like, if he can, like, ingrain a space in their brains, like, he can
No, dude.
continue to sell them shit.
Bro, I think Logan Paul can really become like the ultimate heel too. Like
He's
I
good.
think
I like
he's
him,
gonna
dude.
end up with either
He's great for
he's
WWE.
gonna end up with a major title, either the Raw or SmackDown title.
No, he definitely will become a champion for sure.
No, he will be, dude. He's because he's good at it, dude. And
He's extremely good at WWE shit.
he, I don't know. I'm fucking all there for fucking heel Paul.
Well, dude, is the vlog like YouTube world that far from WWE? Like,
Obviously not.
it's
if you're
already,
an
like, kinda,
athlete,
like, on the
yeah,
border of reality.
Extremely scripted.
it just seems that he was athletic enough to bridge that gap. Like
Yeah, David Dobrik couldn't go do that shit.
David Dobrik could not do that.
Because David Dobrik's not peeled, bro.
Yeah, Logan Paul is
He's
like
not
one
roided
of like
out of his
only
fucking
that.
Couldn't
face.
convince even David Dobrik couldn't convince a kid that he's tough, bro.
I feel like there's other ones that could do it if they had the personality.
Yeah.
One being Bradley Martin.
Dude, I never thought about that. Bradley Martin could be in the WWE.
Bradley
dude.
Martin
He'd
should
be-
try to take a shot at that.
Yeah, he would have to pull some strings like personality
You
wise.
think they've reached out to him? They might have reached out to him at some point. That's kind of genius.
You
I've never
think
thought
so?
about that, dude. No, Bradley Martin could have a stint in the WWE.
No, he would be a good WWE person, I feel like.
He would, and a shit ton of kids already know who the fuck he is.
Hell yeah, bro.
It would be a good pull for like once Logan runs out of shit to do, which might be a while because they got a lot of shit I feel like they could do with Logan Paul. He's in the Elimination Chamber too. He was in
Where the
Money
hell
in the
is
Bank.
Gable Steveson at, dude?
No, he's not in the WWE anymore.
So he's not in the WWE at
They
all.
released him.
They released Gable.
Hmm
Damn.
I don't think he got a
one,
lot,
bro.
bro. He got an insane amount of hate. At,
Gable
like, the local
shouldn't
events
be in
and
the
shit for
WWE.
WWE.
Why were they hating him at the local events?
Bro, I don't know really.
He might just not be good on the mic, dude.
He's
You know-
probably not that good on the mic.
And really, bro, Gable Steveson needs to go to the UFC.
He needs to go to the UFC.
It needs to go MMA transition. Like, what the fuck? Like, he's too big for wrestling. He can't fucking wrestle anymore.
Bro, he's so uniquely talented, bro.
Apparently, like, there's been some rift between the Minnesota wrestling program and the WWE, which, I mean, him getting released was news to me, but I'm sure that's part of it.
I'm pretty
But-
sure he got released.
But like the way this dude Gable fucks people up at the college level, bro. Because first of all, dude, he doesn't like he's a big dude.
No,
but
he's a
he doesn't
freak.
even look that physical.
I mean, bro, he's the best heavyweight to ever wrestle in the NCAA.
dude. Like the effortless, like you can tell. Like I feel like you can tell when wrestlers lock up with each other, like how strong they are. If like someone's super strong by the reaction that they get from their opponent, bro. And like you can tell that when this dude Gable locks up with other heavyweight wrestlers, that they're like Jesus. Like,
Did he get released?
No, I don't think he did. It's still. I mean,
He's
he
still
still
in
has
there?
a profile on WWE.com.
Bro, it's just the wrong move.
It's
bro.
NXT.
Like, why are we doing WWE when we could fucking?
when this motherfucker's a real fucking one of a kind athlete, bro. Like to be like a big boy like that and have the footwork and just the effortless takedowns, bro.
And
just
bro,
like,
we're in a time in MMA where the heavyweight division barely fucking exists in the UFC anymore.
I'm like, bro, y'all thought Cormier was good, bro. Like, check out this motherfucker, Gable.
Yeah,
Steveson,
like
bro.
if you Gable Steveson could come in and be a top 10 like ranked guy in the UFC within like 2 years, I think.
Like, dude is like a unicorn.
Like
bro.
if he stays healthy and active and makes the right decisions, which it looks like he's not making the right decisions because he's in WWE and it's 2-3 years later after his big college run and still nobody knows who the fuck he is.
Maybe he doesn't want to get punched in the face, bro.
May-
Which is,
yeah.
I mean, dude.
I mean, no, it's reasonable. Like
it's not-
I can
mean,
see,
brain damage, dude.
and who knows, maybe he wants to be like a fucking movie star or something and thinks that's the
Yeah.
route that he's gonna take, but
He's
probably
not.
not.
Charisma, dude.
No, I think he needs to start knocking people the fuck out. But it looks like that's
He
almost
probably
in the
could knock
plans.
people the
I've been
fuck out.
seeing videos of him
I don't know
hitting
if he-
pads and shit.
He looks good.
He looks
bro.
good,
I've seen
yeah.
him. No, I've seen, bro, dude. I think Gable Steveson could be UFC champion within a couple years, bro. Like literally, he's that good, bro.
John Jones is gonna retire. Miocic is gonna retire.
Like, the post-Jones era could be the
soon.
Gable
yeah,
era of the UFC.
dude. And bro, it really is almost the post Jones era. Like,
Yeah, we're kind of
It-
living in
it
like
almost-
a Jones apocalypse.
well, dude, it feels like we don't
Ever
have
since
a
the car
heavyweight
crash.
champ. Like,
Yeah, it kind of does.
it feels like there's almost not a heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's like, all right, this dude Jones came back and fucked people up, but he's like the greatest of all time. But like also he's gained all this weight on his skinnier frame and he's getting injuries and he deals with whatever the fuck
Like
he deals with
the
outside
only
the UFC,
heavyweight
bro.
attracting any form of attention right now is probably Aspinall.
Aspinall kind of, bro.
And they said I've read today they're trying to set up Cyril Gane.
What's the
Aspinall.
finger fucking that one chick? That have you seen that
He's
video?
like, have
where
you ever
Aspinall-
been fingered? He asked the.
Have you ever been fingered?
He asked Nina Drama if she'd
It's
ever been
like,
fingered.
bro.
Yeah, it was crazy. But no, it looks like they're setting up him and Gane, which I feel like is like if he can beat Gane, like it's time to fight
Dude,
for the
dude
title.
Gunn can't
But
Bro,
fucking wrestle, bro.
he can't
Does
wrestle.
he need to fight Gone or does he need to be fighting Derek Lewis?
Yeah, God.
Yeah, Gane. Yeah, he would beat the fuck out of Derek Lewis.
Nah, because Derek Lewis lost to Tua Ty Vagaloza.
No, dude, but if you've been looking at like MMA,
Or no, Ty
Twitter lately.
Tuivasa. That's his name.
Yeah.
Shui, bro.
I know who you
well,
meant.
dude, the thing is,
And then Shui
dudes,
got beat by a
dudes
Cyril.
like Tuivasa, dudes like Cyril Gane, bro, they're just fucking like on their way out. It feels like Aspinall is the only rising heavyweight star. But dude, if you look at like MMA Twitter right now, like this dude Aspinall is getting hyped the fuck.
He's good.
No, he's
up.
getting
No,
hyped up
he's
as
good,
hell.
but
I've seen that shit.
bro, this dude's not beating John Jones because that seems if
He's
you
not
ju-
being a seasoned Gable Stevenson.
if
dog,
you
I know
look
that.
at Aspinall's like kind of how he's been moving, the shit he's been saying, like it looks like he wants the John Jones fight, and
You get beat up by John Jones.
That's
he
what
would
a lot
get
of-
beat the fuck up.
I
Like
watched
no
a
one's beating
video
John
of
Jones.
people like saying their dream fight, and a lot of motherfuckers were saying Aspinall, John Jones.
That's not the fight they think it would be.
No,
Yeah.
I think John Jones would probably just come out and beat his ass.
Yeah, I think, bro. I think that,
I don't think John Jones can be beat.
yeah, he can't be beat.
He could be beat, bro, for sure. Like,
I think he'd
By
tap
who?
him out, Aspinall.
dude, he fucking. A lot of people thought he lost to Dominic Reyes, dude. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. And Dominic Reyes wasn't even a fucking big deal after that, bro. He was just like a fucking up and
Yeah,
comer.
well, he kind of
Like,
went on like a losing streak after that.
yeah, but this motherfucker took him to 5 rounds, and a lot of people.
He got the
Scored
cl-
that
he,
for
well,
Dominic Reyes,
he
dude.
didn't beat John Jones. Like John Jones did win that fight.
I mean, he won.
He
yeah.
came the closest.
I thought that John Jones won the fight, personally,
um,
but a lot of people disagree.
Thiago Santos took Jones the distance too. And then, but dude, just John Jones did so much damage.
Well, they
And, like,
talked about the big thing they talked about was controlling the center of the octagon. And I feel like they like talked about controlling the center of the octagon. However, like that principle hasn't been applied to the scoring of any other fight after that.
Yeah,
Like if you look
dude.
at Alex Pereira versus John Blachowicz, or you look at even this recent fight with Ian Gary versus Neil Magny, like this dude fucking Neil Magny's in the center of the goddamn octagon.
controlling
the whole fight.
this, and dude, I mean, if you look at it, like I feel like there's certain fights where like controlling the center is like what decided the decision. Like if you look at Whitaker, Adesanya too. Like really, they kind of gave the fight to Adesanya because he kind of controlled the space the whole time.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of big moments, and I think the only huge thing where Whitaker, he got a few takedowns, if I remember right.
How do
But-
you think, bro? Do you think there should be a different precedent in championship fights for if the challenger can beat the champion? Like, do you think that the challenger should have to like fully like beat the champion in order to get the belt?
Yes.
You think so? So you don't think like how would you reflect that on
No.
a score? Because you can say that, but how does that reflect on a round by round basis on an MMA score?
I think all MMA fights should be judged on the exact same criteria, no matter who's fighting for what.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean,
You just said the opposite, though.
What was the question again?
do you think that you should have to, like, quote unquote, beat the champ in order to win the fight, bro? Like, in my opinion,
What do you mean by beat the champ? I mean,
Like, you should
when
have
I-
a decisive
Unanimous
victory.
decision or better, or stoppage. Is that what you mean? Unanimous decision or stoppage?
I thought you just meant
Well, I mean,
like
not even necessarily
beat the
a
champ on the
unanimous
night. Like
decision,
you,
but you should like
there
you
should
should
be
kind of beat his
special
ass
shit.
if you're gonna be the champ and take the
No.
belt from somebody, bro.
Well, I don't know. That just sounds so loose and
No, I don't-
subjective.
I don't
even
agree
know
with what
Yeah.
that-
Well, it is kind of subjective, but a lot of people think that way, and I'm not even sure that the judges aren't influenced by that.
I
Like,
think those people are wrong. I think that it should be
So you think you should be the exact same as every other fight?
I agree with
Yes.
Nick. I agree
I mean, at
with
least
Nick.
that's a
See, that's what I
standard,
thought
bro.
you
No,
meant.
yeah.
I thought
Well,
disagree
dude, there
with
has
that.
to be an established standard. Like
See-
that's what every sports operates.
I
thought-
don't disagree with that.
I thought you'd meant like you just had to beat the champ. Like there doesn't need to be any extracurricular shit when you said that. But now that you say that you have to beat the champ and you need to beat his ass, like really.
Well, yeah,
has
like
to
what
be
is that? Like, do you have like
100%
a?
Like a
unanimous? Like,
decisive victory, dude.
yeah, I don't.
So
think
that
it
would
needs
be a
to decisive
unanimous
victory.
decision or a stoppage.
I
I
mean,
think
yeah,
it should
might
be-
be reflected as a unanimous decision or a stoppage, but like anybody who watches that fight is like, yeah, there's a winner to that fight. Like,
No, I agree with Nick.
Yeah, no,
It should be
the
judged
same.
just like any fight. It doesn't matter if you,
I've
like,
heard this
whoop
argument.
their ass
I've
or
heard the argument
it's
that it needs
speculation.
to be a unanimous, that there should be no split decisions in title fights, and that just makes no sense to me.
yeah, I mean,
Because what happens if it is like a split decision type
Oh,
situation?
like yeah, that's just how fucking
Like, it was a
fights
close-ass
go. I don't know. Sometimes it's close.
yeah, I think it should be one standard. I agree.
And one word, honestly, dude, I feel like lately in the UFC, if it's a split decision, there's like a whole side of people who are gonna go to Twitter next day and say the decision was wrong. Like
Yeah.
any split decision is called into question now. Like sometimes fights are close. Like a lot of people argued that Volk beat Islam purely off the fact that Volk won the last
If
round.
they
of
like
that
Volk
fight.
better, he
Well,
won
no, not that. But dude, Volk won the 5th round of that fight against Islam.
Well, yeah, like Joe
And-
Rogan said, he was like, if it was a schoolyard fight and they fought for that long, and then Volk was on top of him punching him, and the teacher came in and broke it up, people would be like, Volk won that fight.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
one, it wasn't a fucking like schoolyard or street fight or anything.
Yeah, it
and
was
two, if it was, it wouldn't have gone down like that. I promise you.
No.
Like I promise you, if Islam Makhachev and
there's no
Alexander Volkanovski just got into it outside
With
the
no
bar,
breaks.
yeah, bro, and like it ends when someone breaks them up, it would end with Islam
With
being
Volk
on top
dying.
of Volk.
Yeah, dude.
No, like sometimes fights are fucking close, and then sometimes a guy has a good last round who just didn't do enough in the first 4 rounds to be called the winner,
'Cause
and
it
that's
is a
just how it
sport,
is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
you
it
gotta
is kind of like
judge
a
the whole fight.
subjective, like who won a fight outside of scoring a fight is subjective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
but overall, I mean, it's kind of back to what Joe Rogan says all the time on like the scoring in MMA is still fucked up. Like
It's
all
based
they-
off of boxing
yeah,
and
they
it's not
adopted
boxing.
boxing system and
grappling
it's
in
not boxing. Yeah, there's nothing to account
but
for
you can't
grappling.
get. You're not getting 2 points for a takedown.
And bro, we have some of these judges that just won't acknowledge wrestling. Like, do some of these decisions feel fucked up?
What is the criteria?
Really,
to become
bro.
a like, what's
Ever
the,
since I saw the Blachowicz Pereira fight, I've been kind of fucked up about UFC
I thought
judges.
John Blachowicz won that.
I
fight,
think
dude.
he fucking won the fight,
When
dude.
I watched it live, I was like, he won the fight.
When you look at the
I was
scorecards,
like, all right, he
a
won.
lot of them had, or I think, well, actually, I think it was just one judge. Well, one judge scored Pereira winning that first round. And
But
I'm
he
like,
was-
dude, like, were y'all fucking alive for the first round
Dude had
of
double
that
flankers
fight?
in on his ass.
I was
and rode
like,
him for
d-
fucking
I was
4
like, yeah,
minutes.
bro. The dude took him down, and then he didn't get up again, and then he was just fighting off a choke the whole fucking fight.
I landed one calf kick at the very beginning.
I was like, yeah. So does that just win the fight? Is it fucking kickboxing?
Scoring is kind of subjective.
No,
in UFC in general.
low key, honestly, to get a little deeper in it, it does feel like Pereira's run has felt a little forced by the UFC.
Well, dude, my opinion, he didn't win the John Blachowicz fight.
Like, I think Pereira would, like, he eventually would be in a similar spot that he's like, he would end up the champion eventually of the light heavyweight division.
I mean, knocked out Sean Strickland, dude.
But he, yeah, Sean Strickland's a middleweight.
Well, what about Pereira versus Duplessis?
Well, that's another
Pereira.
middleweight. He's the light heavyweight champion right now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what about if Duplessis, if they met somewhere, how do you think that fight goes?
Pereira.
I think Pereira would knock out Duplessis.
Do you think Pereira's gonna come back down?
No.
No.
He's the champion, light heavyweight. They announced the main event for UFC, which is what, Jamal Hill and Pereira?
Yep.
Which one bummed me the fuck
I like woke
out.
you up. And told
I'm
you that
like,
shit.
dude,
It's
I
probably
was
sad.
like, O'Malley Vera's a fucking better
Yeah,
pull
facts.
than
Yeah.
fucking Pereira Jamal.
They
I'm-
should switch him honestly.
Dude, I'm
299,
more
300.
excited for fucking
299.
Gaethje Holloway. That should be
Oh.
the main
They
fucking
kind of
event.
hyped. This dude Dana hyped up on the Full Send podcast.
And
Talking
so,
about that shit too.
what is it? It's Oliveira and Saint. What's his name? And then it's
The fucking French dude. Yeah, I forget
it's
his name.
the female fighters. There's like the Chinese girl and the other female fighter, and then we got Holloway, Gaethje, and then we got Pereira, Blachowicz. And am I missing a fight in there?
Is Poirier fighting on the Sean O'Malley card?
Yeah.
Poirier's fighting.
That's
no,
a good card.
Poirier's fighting Saint
299.
whatever.
He's
That's
fighting
who.
300?
No, he's fighting 299.
299.
299. Yeah.
299 is better than 300 in my opinion. For me, as a fan.
Yeah. I mean, bro, O'Malley's a huge draw, dude. Like bigger
O'Malley's
draw
a
than
huge
We got
any
O'Malley
individual.
and Poirier.
Really, dude, they could have justified like. So it seems to me like they were holding out for McGregor Chandler, and
It
then
didn't
that
fall.
didn't go through. That fight's never going to go through, and so now Pereira's the 300 draw. But I feel like if they could start over, dude,
Like, is the single
O'Malley
biggest
would be.
draw, bro, of 300 Gaethje to like a UFC fan?
I
Yeah.
mean, to me,
I mean,
yeah.
Pereira,
Dude,
like, with Pereira,
Gaethje's
maybe-
my favorite active fighter. Is Justin Gaethje?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's fucking he's just like fireworks in the fucking octagon, bro. Like,
Yeah,
if
dude.
you've never seen a bad Gaethje fight in
he
your
goes
life,
so fucking hard, dude.
like, there's no bad Gaethje fight exists,
No, dude, Justin Gaethje goes so
Oh, he's a
hard.
great fighter.
and like you can
Watch-
say whatever you want about
Watching
like,
him fight like brings tears to my eyes sometimes.
Well, he's the champ. He's a heart
Like,
of gold,
dude, like
bro.
literally, like he's a fucking lion in that bitch.
Because he's just willing to win at all costs, bro. Like
He's a goat.
you've never seen a Gaethje fight. In this fight, UFC 300, he's not gonna fight bad, bro. You're gonna see a good fight,
No.
regardless.
Yeah.
Guaranteed,
And bro, I think he's going to fuck up Max Holloway, dude.
Yeah. I don't
they're
think it's gonna be a
almost
fight.
feeding Max Holloway to him, bro.
Yeah,
they're
like,
almost
dude,
feeding him a fucking.
I think that
Give him
like
a W.
Max Holloway. I think that like maybe the first 1 or 2 rounds, we're gonna see like kind of Gaethje like working through his boxing and shit. But it's kind of like we've seen this in a lot of his prior fights, dude. Like Gaethje will spend like the first 2 rounds like feeling him out. Then once he gets that timing down, and he just
Just
starts
like-
letting it go. Yeah, bro. I think it's gonna be another like I think it's gonna look similar to the Tony
Well, he's gonna have to
Ferguson
deal with
fight,
the kicks, bro. He's gonna deal with the calf kicks. This dude, Max Holloway's big,
which he
bro.
can deal with.
He's bigger than people think he is. Like this dude, Max Holloway's
No,
big,
this dude
bro.
Max Holloway, he's big. People think of him as like a
He's not
featherweight.
small for fucking lightweight, dude.
Yeah, no,
He's huge for fucking 145, but
Yeah.
he's not small for 155.
He's not
dude.
small for 155.
So he's gonna. I mean, this dude has hands, bro. But like at the end of the day, he can't wrestle with this dude Gaethje. Not that Gaethje's gonna try to take him down.
I wonder what he's looking like right now, Holloway.
Thick.
I mean,
Because
probably
we're
looking-
used to seeing him so sucked in from making
yeah, You see him
145.
wired up.
I am kind of curious as to see like what he looks like in camp right now.
yeah, I mean, he probably just
Because they
looks-
haven't really been
Probably not
posting
crazy.
him. They haven't really been showing any footage. I mean, Gaethje hasn't either. But
Yeah. But he goes 155, 170. So it's only a 10-pound difference, bro. Like, did fucking Volkanovski look that different fighting Islam than he did to Poirier?
yes. No, Islam looks significantly bigger than Volk.
He looked better
And,
at fucking 155.
You think Volk did?
I mean, he got knocked the fuck out
He got
both
knocked the
times,
fuck out.
but
I mean, no, he got knocked out his last 2 fights. It just looks like the Volk shit's over. That kind of bums me out.
he's kind of like a mini GSP.
I
for a while.
did like Volk. I wasn't like as
still
big
like
on Volk as some of these people out here are.
Yeah, I liked Volk.
I
like
liked
his
him.
reaction to the fight, bro. He was like, just demanding a rematch. So like, yeah, best thing you can do.
Yeah, he not only
But dude,
demanded it.
Poirier looked good.
He
bro.
did look good, and dude, Volk just looked scared
But
off
the way
rip.
he was fucking like weaving and shit, bro. This
Did
dude
y'all
looked
see that
solid and
video
fluid and
of
confident,
TJ
bro. He looked good,
Dillashaw talking about that?
No.
DJ, no, he fucking gave like a pretty accurate like outlook.
What was he saying?
Well, he was just like, you could tell off rip that this dude Volk was all tight and pulling away from everything.
He was super
and
upright,
he
bro.
was super scared of the
Which is a weird thing
boxing.
to be, bro, for a short
And
dude.
bro, he was just launching those kicks, and they weren't like set up kicks or anything. Like he was just kind of throwing kicks out there, and it was almost like you could kind of tell he was gonna get caught from the start.
Well, dude, Taporia looked cool in there, bro. He looked calm and like
No,
fucking like he was another day at the office, bro.
It looked
Like,
easy.
He looked
made it
good,
look
bro.
easy.
No, that was his.
And we're talking about
yeah.
a dude like he fucked up Bryce Mitchell, but Bryce Mitchell kind of gave him some hands at one point in that fight, bro.
Yeah.
Like this dude's made a leap recently in his MMA
Yeah.
career, but I think he's how old is he even? Like
He's
He's
young.
26.
he's
Yeah, he's young.
26.
He's like 26. He's like my age, like 26,
He's
27.
young.
He's young.
Bro, I mean, Taporia might be like a future fucking lighter weight goat, bro. Like a future.
I mean, that's what they're saying about Volk a year ago, and look at where
I
we
mean,
are
he's an
now.
all timer, bro.
But
Like he's a bro. Do you think Volk's top 10 of all time?
No.
No.
Top 10?
No.
Would you put Volk above BJ Penn?
Yeah, I'll put him top 20.
No.
You wouldn't put
Not
him above
above
BJ
BJ
Penn?
Penn.
Because BJ Penn's held 2 titles.
Well, no, because one. Well, no, but that's not really a fair comparison because Volk's career isn't finished. And the only way you could put Volk above BJ Penn is if you accounted for like the losses BJ Penn took
you gotta
towards
judge
the
someone
end
by
of
their
his
peak,
career.
bro. Yeah.
No, but if we're just looking at their peak, bro, it's fucking BJ Penn.
No,
Like,
BJ
Yeah,
Penn's a
BJ
fucking
Penn's
legend,
better
dude.
peak wise.
Yeah.
In my opinion, BJ Penn's on the Mount Rushmore of fucking MMA, low key, dude. If we had like, how many people are on Mount Rushmore? 4 or 5? 4.
He's 4.
All right, so maybe he's not on the Mount Rushmore, but he's like BJ Penn's a top 10 fighter, bro.
Who you put
Like,
on the Mount Rushmore?
John
obviously, John Jones could be off rip, bro. GSP,
John Jones, Khabib,
Anderson Silva.
Connor.
GSP,
I feel like those
And
are the 4
GSP.
greatest, dude.
and then so we have. I feel like GSP, Anderson Silva, and fucking. No, GSP,
John Jones.
John Jones, and
Anderson
Khabib,
Silva.
are locked.
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
and then Anderson Silva, bro.
No, that's the Mount Rushmore. No one's better than those 4, dude. No one's done it, but you can't
I mean,
convince
but
me otherwise.
people could argue Adesanya is better than Anderson Silva.
Strike
No.
Force Nick Diaz.
He's like a people's around Mount Rushmore.
It also depends
But
on,
he's
like,
not
the
better than any of
impact
those 4,
they
or
had,
even
bro.
close. Like, if we're being real, like, Nick Diaz, great talent, bro. Nate Diaz. in my
Went the
opinion, even a
distance
better
with a
talent.
peak GSP past his prime.
But we're talking about GSP's already on the fucking Mount Rushmore,
Dude.
bro. Like,
I don't know if people. I feel like people, even like true MMA fans, truly don't understand how fucking good this dude Nick
No.
Diaz was at his peak. Dude.
you talking about Nick Diaz or Nate Diaz?
I'm talking about Nick Diaz, like
Nick Diaz was good, bro.
like Strike Force champion Nick
Not,
Diaz.
not,
He's
not
not.
Mount
I mean, bro,
Rushmore.
we're talking all MMA. We're talking about Fedor too, bro. Like Fedor is not to be slept on, bro. Like
That's
Fedor
true.
is like a fucking Mount Rushmore tier fighter.
I watched one of his Sambo matches the other day,
but
and he like fucking murdered the dude.